from the beginning of time to the end of time, the phrase fart some shit out. It's just pooping.
Welcome to the Easily Offensive Podcast. If you're out there and you are easily offended, now's your time to leave.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Easily Offensive Podcast. We're starting hard and strong. So, Blake, you were just saying about how you were really happy about the submarine implosion. Can you expand on that?
We just celebrated the 8-week anniversary.
Oh, it feels like it was yesterday.
Oh, it does. If only we could go back. Yeah. No. So we were talking before this fired up. I wish I had more information now, but there's this guy I started following recently that's like does deep dives on shit like this. Oh, I didn't even mean to make.
Hopefully it doesn't go too deep.
Oh man, yeah, because bad things happen, right?
Yep.
That's so funny, dude. I didn't.
No pun intended.
My best jokes are the ones that were accidental. Always will be.
Just like
So,
mom and dad.
Yeah. What?
Oh, shit.
So anyway, started following this guy. Does these basically these topics that are all the trending stuff, right? So it's been 8 weeks. Now it's been a little over 8 weeks, but 8 weeks since the Titan submarine was lost, imploded. Everybody, they're gone. They perished. So the way he described it was, so they went and they were diving for about 90 minutes. And at 90 minutes is when they were starting to have problems, and then they were like radioing. They were going back and forth, transmitting back and forth with the mothership, right? Mm-hmm. Whatever that's called. And at some point, they said they were losing. There was electrical problems or something. So at a certain point, they dropped the ballast, which is like all the equipment that's hanging onto the bottom. They dropped that so that they can then start using their rest of their power to start powering up to the surface, right? And they basically use all that power, which it wasn't designed to have enough power to just pop it up back to the surface. So they use it all up, and eventually there's just no extra power, and they're just kind of floating there. They're hearing cracking, and they're hearing the hull, because the hull is made out of carbon fiber. And after 5 or 6 voyages, whatever it had done, it had weakened over time because the ends were titanium or steel or something. And they were glued to the end of this carbon fiber tube, like a Pringles can, And so these aren't flexing at all. And it's glued to this carbon fiber that's flexing on the inside of it, right? Right, just flexing in and in. And this is rigid. This isn't just.
Yeah.
And so it's getting weaker and weaker. And so they're in there. They're probably hearing cracking and stuff. They're in communication back and forth. Then they lose communication for a little while. Then they regain it. Basically, they're checking on them to see if the process to the surface is working out. And then, so once they lose power, then it's basically just a red flashing light of emergency, and it just goes dark. Basically, everything goes dark. And there's just like they hear it failing around them. And at some point, once they lose all their extra power, they just go into a nosedive.
Oh, yeah.
Down to the bottom of the ocean.
And the pressure just gets higher and higher.
Yeah. So it's dark. They know they're out of power. They know nobody can get to them. And it just does a nosedive, like just a red flashing light probably. And they all fall to the cone. The front. They fall to the front. They're all just there together, just sinking, just going to their inevitable. And it just, once they got deep enough, the whole.
So
failed.
it wasn't just like kaboom, done. They didn't even know what was happening.
Well, that's the thing. They were quite aware that they were pretty fucked for probably, well, however long it took them to sink deep enough for it to just finally give out. But once it happened, millisecond.
I hope they saved the tab.
What?
They recycled the tab.
The tab of the can?
You drop it off at Sam's Club.
Man, the titanium's got to be worth something. But
Sorry, that got you real too quick.
Can you imagine though? Like just 5 of you fall to the front and you're just huddled there together. Probably all weird on top of each other. One fell on his head, one sitting on his ass, and
You wonder in that situation, like it sounds so horrible, and you think about it like in movie terms. But if it was literally any of us, we'd be like laying at the cone, and one of us would be like, "Sorry, guys, shit, I'm sorry. I know that we only." I mean, that's the last time that'll ever happen.
Right. Yeah. But then when it happens, the implosion is so quick and so violent. They go from living beings to just biomatter.
Literally, yeah. I mean,
There's not pieces of bone.
They're
and
liquefied.
shit.
Yeah.
Just one with the ocean.
Yeah.
After that, they'll never find a shred of them.
Yeah, it's fucking-
Have you ever? Have you guys seen? What is it? Finding Dory, the Disney movie.
I don't know if I ever actually
I don't know
saw
if I
that.
ever saw that one.
Okay, at one point,
Because it took like you saw Finding Nemo, and then they waited until you grew all the way up before they came out
with
another
The
one.
Incredibles.
Yeah, pretty much. I never saw that one either.
Yeah.
Oh, The Incredibles 2
Like,
is actually
I'm
really
all
good.
set, man. Thanks.
But
Yeah, I think I saw all 3 of those.
being a dad, obviously, and a husband of a Disney nerd.
yeah, Marissa. That doesn't
Watch a lot
surprise
of
me.
Disney movies, but at one point, they see the turtles again, crash the turtle, and they're doing another one of those things, and it's Marlin, the dad fish, says, "I think I'm gonna vomit or puke," and they said, "That's what we just call feeding the fishes." Well, those people on the Titanic sub were feeding the fishes.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Because they're probably eating up pretty quick.
Yeah.
There's
Like-
not much down there. It probably floated around for a little bit.
Yeah, that's true.
There's some life down there.
Yeah, there's
Some.
definitely- Yeah,
There's not. It's not.
it gets
not a
pretty.
There's
lot.
also
It's pretty thin.
there's also a bunch of dead bodies and dead pieces and liquid parts of bodies.
Oh yeah.
There's got to be teeth or something, right? I mean, they'd never find it, but
Like a tooth. Yeah.
yeah, there's got to
Yeah.
like
There was
not everything was liquefied, pulverized, whatever. Like I'm sure your jaw would just blow into a
Yeah.
million pieces, but
But like a small shard of something.
Yeah.
like
would probably withstand quite a bit of.
there's got to be something that made it through.
Just somebody's fucking dick. Like
yeah, just
like man, he was hard, huh? Even the ocean couldn't take that dick out.
it was the kid
And then
with
the
his
scientists
dad.
are down there like, we've discovered a new kind of fish. It's just a fucking Titanic dick. Like,
Titanic dick.
But, dude, like it seriously is terrible. But like, we didn't mean to like.
Funny.
Kind of, yeah. But it's the biggest story of the year. But we were talking about that before. So anyway, to open with that, kind of weird, but whatever. You called it the Pirates Den again.
No, that was
the pre-recorded thing.
pre-recorded, and they're not going to hear that because all that's
Really?
edited
Okay, that was.
out.
Oh, it was. Oh,
We
I
had a
thought.
smooth transition, and you're ruining it.
Yeah. Well, so
Nobody would have been the
because
one to-
you wanted the music, and I didn't have an actual
Yeah.
copy of the music, so I literally just went to one of our old podcasts
Oh yeah.
and played it.
and
on
played it,
YouTube.
and I happened to play the first time we ever used the
Oh, that's funny because
new intro. It was actually the first episode where we became easily offensive.
because I looked over and saw your face in the mic. I was like, we just decided that Dylan was going to do the intro. You forgot instantaneously and
No.
then said the wrong name. Okay.
No,
I was
no.
really like not thinking very highly of you there
And
for a second.
They're probably thinking
super
they're-
pissed
they're-
right now.
People listen right now are like, he didn't say anything because they're not going to hear
They're not going
the
to hear
version
it. Yeah.
we heard because I'm gonna.
Yeah. Did you see me snap my head over and look at Zach like you fucking idiot?
No, I was
You know,
getting
like-
ready to do the intro.
No,
I knew
yeah.
what was happening. I knew. He
No,
just
that
like-
messed me up. I thought he had it timed perfectly. So anyway, we didn't even address that. Dylan's here.
Oh, hey.
Yeah,
What's
Dylan is replacing Gavin and Trever this week.
Lost a lot of weight right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Trevor's how much? We always start with
He's
Trevor's
gotta be
weight
around-
when I'm here.
He's got to be around 370, 380
so
right
380 plus Gavin is 400 pounds. It's
now.
going.
Yeah,
so.
pretty much exactly.
Yep.
On the dot.
Did you ever notice, like, if you could take two people and mush them, just take two people, mush them together, and it makes a new person? They would almost for sure be DJ Khaled.
Trevor and Gavin.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another one.
Another one.
Another one.
Yeah.
That's what Trevor says when he's at
Take-
fucking all you can eat. Another one.
Yeah.
Gavin's beard and
like-
Trevor's bald head and Trevor's titties and
And pretty much all the charisma.
yeah.
Yep. Also, I'm sure you guys can hear the difference if you're not watching the YouTube videos. But if you are watching the YouTube video, you can.
Some
See
say
the
love, it is a river that drowns the tender reed.
I
Yeah.
thought it was reach.
The tender reed
Oh.
in the river.
Oh, a reed.
Some say love. Oh god, I'm just kidding.
We got new microphones.
Yeah, finally.
And they're
after all this
fucking
time.
nice, dude.
Yeah.
They got some weight to it. They're girthy and
Yeah.
they're black.
Girthy and they're black.
I named mine Deshaun.
Deshaun.
I haven't made mine yet. Requeese.
What?
Requeese.
I heard queef. I'm sorry.
That's funny.
Team LaQuifa.
Liqueef. Oh shit. So we don't have the two people opposed to the cool thing that's coming up in the next month.
Yeah. The
What's the
cool
cool thing?
thing.
Well, actually, it's something that's starting tomorrow night.
What's that?
Tomorrow. No. Oh, okay,
footy
sorry.
ball.
Yeah, well,
Fantasy footy.
yeah,
ball.
we got fantasy footy ball coming up. And this is how me and you got this started exactly a year exactly a year ago.
I mean,
Almost.
not to the day, but
not
like
to
the
the day.
season.
Pretty damn close. It
Oh,
was
that's weird because you guys had your one-on-one podcast.
Yeah,
It was pretty much
that's
all
what-
fantasy football.
it was
Yeah.
exactly fantasy football. Yeah.
and that's what kicked off the.
the
pretty
idea
much
of all
the-
this.
yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. What would? How did we even get into that? Like, because you guys were talking about bringing it back, I guess, but nothing had happened, and then I don't know. I guess we just talked and decided that we wanted to start with that.
should do is a fucking episode on fantasy football because Trevor's not going to be here. Big fucking surprise, and Gavin had something to do,
Oh no, that was even before Gavin was.
and
like-
you cursed me that day,
Oh, how so?
Zachary, because I listened to that podcast and
Uh-huh.
you guys were talking about the previous season in which I lost in the last 4 fucking seconds.
Oh,
in the Super
dude,
Bowl.
that was rough. Yeah, we did
And
bring up that game.
Zach was like, you know what? That fucking sucked. And he really like had a lot of sympathy for me. And he's like, man, Dylan fucking auto drafted and he went through all this bullshit and he persevered and he went through a midseason slump like a motherfucker. And then he went to the goddamn Super Bowl and he's like, and he lost in the 4th second. And he's like, but I have faith in Dylan. I know he's going to do great this upcoming year. I'm like, I did not.
Well,
I
that's
did
the thing.
shit.
That's
Well,
the
with
thing.
That
the
was my
performance-
worst fucking fantasy season.
with the performance you showed last season, I was like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, what place did you get this most?
God, fucking 6, 7.
I got 7th.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You
Yeah,
must.
I did bad.
I'm pretty
It was my
sure-
worst fantasy season ever.
It
My
was-
first ever fantasy season, I won the Super Bowl. And I was like, yes, I'm going to be a fucking
That's right, in Efforts
2-time
League, right?
champ. No, it
No.
was Mason Niedner's.
Oh, that's right. And then that's when I was starting to drag you from his to mine.
Yeah, I only played his one season, won
Yeah.
the Super Bowl, and was like, peace.
And I bet they loved that. Yeah, but he was doing it that year. I was like, do mine too. And he was like, I don't want to do 2 my first year. And I was like, that's fair. But next year. And
Oh,
then
no, I did do 2 for,
did you?
yeah.
Or were you already in 2?
No, I did his and yours for 2 years. I forgot
Really?
about that, yeah.
I thought you said you were one and done with his.
I just said that, but I realized it's not true at
Well,
all.
Oh, okay.
See, I've never have done a fantasy with other people that I know. I've done fantasies just random fantasies.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
done like the random online ones, which
Have you-
is cool. But
When I do fantasy with people that I don't know, because it's like our league, I know most of the guys, but there's
Yeah.
like when you don't know the person and they're all you know about them is that they're your fantasy opponent.
Yeah.
You create somebody that you absolutely hate.
That's
in your
true.
Head.
Yeah, you
You're
really
just like, that's
Yep.
a fucker.
My
I
first-
hate his stupid name, his team name.
Yeah, my first few years in fantasy.
Do you guys have team names yet?
I've got a placeholder until the
I-
draft.
Oh.
My name is the TD Bar.
It's
pretty good, right? Yeah.
What's yours?
Pussy teeth.
Again?
Again.
Yeah.
Ah.
Well, so
I
was
have
like,
an idea, but I
is-
didn't put it down yet.
I have like 3 or 4 classics that I like to. But
I like Luck Be a Lady. No, Luck Me Sideways was.
oh, I
like
forgot
that
about that one. Yeah, there was Luck Me Sideways, Luck Be a Lady, Luck My Balls,
one. Yeah,
and then the Brady one.
dude, that's the best fantasy name of all time.
The Brady one. Why don't you just fucking say it?
Brady and some black guys.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
It-
I have an
I
idea.
thought it was
What do you
Brady.
think
Was it
of,
Brady and some black guys? or-
Brady and some black.
Oh, I
guys?
thought it was Brady and a bunch of black guys.
Oh no, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that it was a Brady Bunch thing before.
Oh, I didn't.
You just
even-
said Brady and some black guys. Anyway, what
The
do you think
bunch?
about the Carolina Panther tails?
That's a fucking good one.
That's
too.
pretty good. Yeah. I just like whenever I did like I always felt like if I did a player related one or a team related one, like one of those people had to be on my team.
Mine
Like,
is always a dick reference, and so I Googled names for penis. Dude, I saw
So-
one on there, and I was sitting by my wife, so I was trying not to laugh because we were like talking about something else, but it was a fucking baloney pony.
Holy pony. Fuck.
that's pretty funny.
It was
So I have some names picked out for depending on players that I get. Like obviously last season I had Justin Jefferson,
Right.
and I went with Gritty Gritty Bang Bang.
yeah. That was a good one. I
That
like
was a
that
good
one.
If I get Jefferson again, which it depends how the draft order goes, if I'm getting him or not, but I might try and trade from him because I want the name. It's
You're gonna try and trade for Justin
oh
Jefferson.
yeah, I'll trade my whole entire fucking roster for him.
You're gonna have to.
Anyways,
Where did he go?
Twin City Gritty Committee.
Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Minnesota.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. I was thinking of who was the Colts running back?
Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
That's who I was thinking.
Yeah,
and
Jeff-
he's still with the Colts. He's
yeah,
not going.
he's not
I don't
going
think,
anywhere.
Don't think the Colts are going to give him up.
They've already turned down a trade for Miami
Who started for the Colts?
at
QB.
at QB. Anthony Richardson.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah, dude!
Yeah,
I
he
saw
was
him
named.
throw
Oh,
that unplanted bomb down the
Yeah,
field.
dude,
Dude,
that
I
was
was
crazy.
I was nervous for you guys because I watched the preseason game. I didn't know how I saw Teddy Bridgewater come out for QB for you guys, and I was like, oh man, I'm so fucking sorry.
For who?
Colts.
Teddy Bridgewater's not on the
I'm
Colts.
pretty sure that was
No.
Teddy Bridgewater.
I could name you all 3 quarterbacks.
Who was Teddy Bridgewater on then? Because I swear I was watching him play.
I don't know. He got re-signed, but it wasn't with the Colts.
No, it was with.
Are you thinking of who's with the Eagles now? Oh,
Are you mixing up black quarterbacks,
oh
might-
no,
I
I'm
might
actually
be.
thinking of Marcus Mariota.
or as I like to call them, quarter blacks?
No, the Colts is Anthony Richardson, Gardner Minshew, and then now I'm saying the
Which
guy
one of
they
those is
cut
black?
last- Anthony Richardson.
Okay.
Oh, Teddy's in Detroit.
Detroit. Oh,
Oh,
that's what it was. It was a Detroit. Oh, it was because I think it was Detroit and Colts playing.
But I don't care because I'm a, say it with me, New York Jets fan.
I was like,
Yeah.
I was about
Oh,
to say
wait.
Packer. Well, okay, so Dylan's beloved quarterback changed teams this year,
Yeah, I did.
and do you know what I was planning on, Dylan? I wasn't going to tell you this unless it couldn't happen, or if it definitely was going to happen. But if Aaron Rodgers would have signed in Green Bay for one more year, or stayed in Green Bay for one more year, he had a 2 years left on his contract. I was gonna buy us tickets to a game.
Fuck.
I was gonna go.
I'm so pissed that
I was gonna-
didn't go. You know.
I know, me too. I was gonna go and have Courtney find out like what weeks you were on vacation already, and I was just gonna buy one for that
Yeah.
week. I was like,
You know what I would have really liked to do, even though they've been shitty for the past like fucking since 2010 or whatever. But to go see a Bears Packers game at Lambeau and just see him fucking eat them alive.
Yeah,
I would know. I would love to go see a Bears-Packer game
Soldier.
at Soldier and watch Green Bay still just own them.
You know what? Fair point. I think for the sake of it, that sounds like a pretty even, like, because one, you're in historic Lambeau. Arguably, Soldier's equally historic as Lambeau.
Nah,
Can we just talk about how many good quarterbacks in the AFC now?
dude. It's okay. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, you got Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow,
Dude,
and then
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Trevor Lawrence.
Aren't the Jets in the AFC?
Yeah, Jets are in the
Rodgers.
AFC East. Aaron Rodgers. Yeah.
aren't
Like-
they
you
in
can-
that-
I mean, you
what
can-
They're in that division, aren't they?
What?
What division are the Jets in? Or
AFC East with the Bills
Yeah.
and the Patriots and the Dolphins.
Okay.
Dude,
Yeah.
I can never say his name right.
Tagovailoa.
Tua
Tagovailoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a decent quarterback too.
We'll
I
see
said,
after he got
I
all
said after he got all rattled.
danged up last year.
How much of his brain still left?
Dude, that guy, he is talented. It's crazy.
But then
They're
you
like,
can
Tua,
take in
where
the
you
fact
stay?
even
He's like,
Just take
I like
elite
one
quarterbacks
dude.
in. Just take elite quarterbacks into the
Yeah.
past elite quarterbacks, because then you still got Russell Wilson, who was an elite quarterback.
Yeah.
And he has a chance to bring it back just like anyone else does.
He definitely could, you know.
But I'm not saying he will.
But
'cause he
like, if
probably
you're
won't.
just talking Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, Trevor Lawrence is really coming up right now.
Yeah.
God, that's such a good crop.
And then
And Aaron Rodgers.
I
Aaron
didn't mean to
Rodgers,
say
like-
crop when some of them are. You know what I mean.
yeah. No, we get it.
Patrick Mahomes is probably my favorite fucking player right now. He's
Yeah.
Nope. And I don't like him.
Yeah, because
well,
he's in their
yeah.
division. Well, and that's the crazy part.
See, and
is like
the only thing that made me feel better last year was like, oh, my Packers are shit in the bed over and over again, and I'm just gonna watch Kansas City play because I fucking love it.
I love watching them too. That's the thing is like I don't hate Kansas City like I hated the Patriots, and they're looking to be an equally good. That it probably won't be as long, but they're looking to be as almost as good of a dynasty. You know,
Dude,
but
if there's anybody that's gonna fucking come in there and have any kind of chance to smash Tom Brady's records, or at least
yeah, the seven
Dude,
is tough.
yeah, but
Why
he's got
are you just
two.
saying Tom Brady's records? Because there's other record holders like Peyton Manning out there.
Yeah, that's fine, but everybody only talks about
The Super Bowl rings.
the Super Bowl
Yeah.
rings and Tom Brady shit.
Yeah.
And I agree. In that
Yeah.
fight, I'm Peyton Manning, Team Peyton Manning, right here.
Yeah.
I'm not making that argument, but when you lay it on the table, everybody
Goes for
And I
rings.
see it, and I won't deny Brady is. I
One-
mean, he's
one of the
GOATs,
greatest of all time. Yeah, for sure.
For
It's
sure.
just like I was talking about this with Dad earlier. Like, I don't think Super Bowls should count that much. Like, they definitely count. Like, they're huge, but like when you're
Well,
talking all the greats.
and seeing all the fucking. It's like somebody put a step stool down for Brady. And
Yeah.
he stood up on it, and they're like, "How'd you reach that?"
Yeah,
You
because
know what
like
I mean?
if you lay out like all the things that had to go right for him,
Adam Vinatieri.
3 times. Adam Vinatieri 3 times. The ball bouncing off of that Falcon player's
Got
leg.
the tuck rule.
The tuck roll. That's what
fucking-
started it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only
A
one.
snow plow on the field.
The only one where
Bill
you,
Belichick.
yeah. The only one where you can't like give his victory to one play. The only
the
one.
Falcons.
No. Because that one, if that ball is dropped, they fucking basically over.
Yeah,
Even though-
dude, that was the only time I didn't hate the Patriots.
Why?
When they came back on the Falcons like that.
Oh, I fucking loathe them.
I know
after
you were
that.
so pissed that night.
Yeah.
I don't like the Patriots. I was a
so
Patriots dynasty hater, all that shit. That Super Bowl fucking sucked. Because it was what, 28-3 at
Yeah.
halftime? And then the second half of that Super Bowl, if you're just neutral,
Yeah. You were
Dude,
just rooting for a good game.
that
Yeah.
was arguably the best Super Bowl.
That was
of
the
all time.
one Super Bowl where I thought
so many things happened
No, I was so happy.
that had never happened.
I was so happy that it was a shitty
OT.
game.
No, me
yeah.
too. I was literally like,
Like, yeah.
this is, well, I was like, this sucks because I have the Super Bowl party at my house every year.
Yeah.
And it was like, we have fun either way, whether it's shitty or not. But I was like, man, this is a really shitty game.
Yeah.
Even though I wanted the Falcons to win,
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, whatever. At least the Falcons are going to win. And then it just started fucking heating up the other direction. And as a football fan with no fucking stake in the game, I was there for it.
And I knew at a certain point, they weren't even in the lead yet. I was like, they're going to win this game. I just knew. Let me finish my
Dude,
thought
you could
really
see
quick,
it
though.
in their eyes.
Yeah, they just were
That's
there.
football.
They were there.
It was insane. I remember before they were still 2 scores down. I remember looking at like the way they were playing. I was like,
They're going to
oh
win.
fuck,
Yeah, they're going to win.
they're
We knew.
about to rip these fuckers apart. Like,
But it even still
and that's
came
exactly
down.
what they did.
It came down to that play. And
Yeah.
what I was going to say before was the one Super Bowl where Brady didn't have something just go his way. Not even Brady, just the team that he was on was Tampa versus Kansas City. Because Tampa fucking meleeed Kansas City that Super Bowl.
Yeah,
And that was the one time he just outright just took it.
And I loved that Super Bowl
dude. And I
because
didn't- I wasn't.
that
I was,
Super Bowl is when I decided that Super Bowl MVP should be eligible on the losing team
It should be.
because Patrick Mahomes was without a doubt the MVP of that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
and he it was so
Do you remember
sad. It
that
was
throw?
so-
He fucking that horizontal fucking shit,
And that guy.
and he put it right in his hands,
And he dropped it.
and he dropped it
Yeah.
like he'd been churning butter all day.
I think they
dude.
said he had 400 yards horizontally.
Yeah,
Just running his
running
ass off.
his
Yeah.
thick little cheeks off, and that's why
Yeah.
And I
it
loved
goes bum 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 when he walks.
I loved
Mhm.
every minute of watching him just
But you even
Scramble.
if you hate him, you cannot deny that was
No, I can't deny Patrick
Yeah.
Mahomes is a great quarterback, but I can also say I fucking hate him, just like I hated Brady until he left the Patriots.
Yeah.
'Cause
When Brady went to Tampa, I started liking him.
the
Plus-
same here. Well, and it showed that
Better.
he showed that he wasn't just a product of Bill Belichick's
Yeah.
system.
That being said, I hope the Jets win the Super Bowl this year.
That would be a good story.
By
Wouldn't
the way,
that be crazy?
the greatest Super Bowl of all time, in recent memory at least, was Patriots Eagles.
That was,
Yeah, that was a good
good.
one.
That was insane.
It was awesome to see Tom Brady sit on the field and sadness.
Dude,
all
Big
time.
Dick
I
Nick
don't
out
know.
there throwing for like, what, 500 and some odd yards?
Yeah, the fucking second string quarterback.
What
for
about
life.
eventful Super Bowls? Has nothing to do with the gameplay really, but like
Honestly, that one in
That one was
pure
pretty good.
action, back and forth.
That
back
one
and
was
forth,
honestly
pretty
that
good.
one
nothing
was
has to do
nuts.
with gameplay. One of
Super
my
Bowl
favorite
53 was goddamn awful.
Which one was that?
Is 53 was Patriots Rams?
Oh yeah, that one was
Yeah.
shit. That
It
one
was like
bad.
13-3.
Yeah, it was
The
awful.
lowest scoring. We
One of-
should not have
one
the
of my-
lowest scoring Super Bowl in
one of my
modern times.
One of my favorite Super Bowls was the Ravens Steelers Super Bowl. When
What
it
that,
was
like 2011.
I want to say it was like
That
2009,
was
12.
Yeah, it was early.
2012.
2012, yeah.
No, did the Steelers didn't go twice in a row?
No.
Did I say Steelers?
Yeah, you said Steelers. You're
Oh,
talking
fuck,
Ravens. Ravens played 49ers.
Ravens Niners.
Yeah.
that was
Ravens, Niners.
09.
Mhm.
Because the
12.
Oh,
and
it was the year after the
'cause it
Packers
was-
beat
it was-
the Steelers.
I mean it was just
Yeah.
Yeah.
the brother coaches
Yeah.
and
Hardball Bowl. And the power went out.
the power went out. And that's why it's so memorable to me.
Yeah.
Because I went to a Super Bowl party and with my family. It was my whole family got together because we're all football fans. Well, we were at the time. Now it's just me. Because my dad's like, they kneel during the flag.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm like, it's football. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. But
Um,
seriously, it's like whatever.
He-
I didn't it was annoying, but I didn't care about it nearly as much as
Hi.
Did you tell me can't do anything?
huh?
What?
Hey, Dad. Have a seat. Hey, Dad, have a seat.
But
No, Dad.
anyways,
don't do that. You can't do that.
I don't know where he's going with this.
I don't really.
You have to boycott all of the things
Oh.
If you boycott that,
Yep.
you have to boycott
Everything.
all of the things.
I how these mics can pick up a whisper.
Oh my God, it sounds good.
I'm having a lot of fun with this episode.
But so it was the power went out, and my family the family house that I was at, that side of the family.
Your dad's like, goddamn Democrat light bulbs.
Oh no, at that time my dad was just like, he's like, yeah, this is interesting. I hate both these teams, but that side of the family were all Niners fans, like diehard Niners fans.
Sure. Yeah.
Of your family?
Yeah, of that side. Well, it was my mom's side of the family. Were Niners fans. They weren't very happy about it.
Yeah. Well, because
Well,
it took the momentum away from them.
Well, and the Niners weren't they winning?
Yeah. And they had momentum on their side. And I know that's like not a tangible thing, but it's real.
It is.
Oh, it's
Momentum
real as
is
fuck.
so real.
It's real
so
as
real.
fuck.
If you get deflated,
Super Bowl 51.
Mm-hmm.
Momentum. Fucking the Eagles Patriots won.
Yeah. And then I hate to bring this up, Zach, but Super Bowl 48.
Fuck off. I don't remind me
Bro,
of that one.
even I have bad feelings.
Momentum? What fucking momentum did the Broncos have?
No.
Going into the Super Bowl? That was the only
No,
moment that they
I'm
had.
saying from the first play,
The snap that went over Manning's head.
the Seahawks pretty much they had it.
Well, that was, yeah.
Yeah.
It just gave them like, oh,
And I'm just saying
Okay.
it didn't make
Oh,
me
but
happy.
hey,
I wasn't
hey.
happy either. But
I'm from Washington. Fuck the Seahawks.
yeah, serious.
I fucking hate the Seahawks.
You know when
What year was that?
that was
Super Bowl 48. So
13 or 14.
Double fuck them. Because I think that's the year that they came back from 20 down at halftime in the NFC Championship and beat the Packers.
Oh yeah, that was gross. That was the year. That
wait, could that have been a Broncos Packers Super Bowl?
Do you know what it really could have been?
Oh,
Yeah.
that would have been an awesome Super Bowl.
Yeah, dude.
Do you know who made? No. Because the year the Packers.
Broncos are the only ones to ever beat the Packers in a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've been 5 times, lost once.
The year that the Packers went to the NFC Championship, that year against the Seahawks, that was when the Colts went against the Patriots and just got
Yeah, it was Deflategate and
Yeah.
that horrible fucking game in
Yeah.
Seattle.
because
It was the saddest day of my life. Dude, at the end of that day, we watched those games together. We were so fucking
because the
like,
Patriots
distraught.
fucking dismantled them.
Oh.
It was.
Do you
like-
know?
I hate it. Oh, I was like
What?
that.
That was
reinforced
the
all
worst.
my hatred.
That was hands down the worst day of football of my life.
It was awful because I remember the
Two-
Packers lost, and then you looked at me and you're like,
Fucking
Down
go
to your
Colts.
team, and
I
then
looked
it-
at you and said, "Go Colts!"
Yeah,
like
right.
fucking hopefully, and then
God,
it was
they just got
worse.
killed. Yeah,
It was the worst. That game. That's got to be the worst game I've ever seen in my life.
Mm-hmm. That was terrible.
I didn't even know what was happening, and then they did that single man coverage on that snap.
That wasn't in the championship.
Yes, it was.
Are you sure?
Yes, they got desperate,
So
and I don't even. I
Maybe it
still to
was.
this day don't know what they were doing. It's
So,
almost 10 years later.
Pat McAfee explained that one. That ball was never supposed to be snapped.
Oh,
But they
that's
got-
right.
But
Yeah, I heard.
it was a trick play, and then the guy that had been in practice with it was injured.
Oh, and they gave
And
it to
so
the
they had
other
to
guy,
put
and he
out-
panicked.
They had to put in Griff Whalen, and then he misunderstood the call and went out there and pulled the ball back because he was confused and it was crazy and he should have never been out there. And yeah, it was supposed to be like a get the Patriots to call a timeout or
That was
some
one of
crazy
those
shit.
days where I was watching all that happen,
Mm-hmm.
and the AFC Championship was the later game that night.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, this is just one of those days.
It was just one of those
You know
days.
when you
Yep.
just you know that it was just fucking you, dude. It's so funny being a football fan. You watch it and you're like, it's one of the cursed days.
It is. You just know.
You just fucking
You
you
just
know?
know.
And then there's the other times where the most magical fucking moment I ever had in football was the greatest. The Packers were playing Detroit. We were fucking about to lose. Fucking
Yeah.
didn't lead a second of this game. We're in Detroit. It's just like
I know what
almost
he's talking about.
getting
Yeah.
there, almost getting there, and it just wasn't happening. And I'm like, fuck this, I need a cigarette. So I went outside, I was smoking, and I had the score app, right? And so
I was there.
I wasn't even. No, you weren't there this night because you were watching it and you text me, right? So
okay.
the way that it worked out. Okay, so I go outside to smoke. My score app on my phone goes off and says final Detroit wins blank to blank. I don't even remember the score. And I was like, God damn it, fucking whatever. So I start smoking. I come back in and the game's still on.
Right.
I'm like, what the fuck? Is there a delay? There must be a delay. They had posted the final before there was a face mask call. And people are still pissed about the face mask call, but I don't give a shit because
It was
watch the
blatant.
replay.
It was blatant.
There's a finger
Yeah.
hooked, pulls his head to the side on Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
next play is that fucking bomb that almost hits the goddamn Jumbotron
Oh yeah.
I think it was
in
63
Detroit.
yards.
63-yard fucking bomb, Rodgers to Rodgers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he jumps up in that pile of fucking Lions and comes down with that ball.
That was insane.
My voice was gone. Me and my wife were on the fucking coffee table.
The king
That
of the
was-
Hail Mary.
The most exciting moment of football I have ever experienced. And then you take that moment
You should bring that video
and it
up,
puts
Zach.
you through.
You should bring that
Oh,
video
yeah.
up.
That moment is enough to fuel you through seasons of shit.
It really is. And then it was the next season that he did it again.
Yeah,
And I
he did
think
the
it was-
big one to Cobb.
But it wasn't. It was a few less yards, but that put him at first and second longest Hail Mary in NFL history, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it's called the
It's the miracle of
Mo-
Motown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Miracle in Motown,
Yep.
yeah.
dude, I get chills every
hold
time I
on
watch this.
Oh, it's so good. I gotta figure it out because I didn't set the video stuff yet. So
This is the ending to a football game that you picture every time, that you think can happen.
Yeah, you hope happens.
That you
yeah.
hope happens and you think it can happen.
Aaron Rodgers it weirdly made it seem like it shouldn't be rare. You know, but it's crazy rare.
sorry, I didn't. Like I said, I didn't have the video shit. set
Oh,
up
that's
yet.
fine. We're getting reset up because we tore everything apart to
But we sound good.
put up these new microphones.
And also Gavin and Trevor's not here, so you don't have to deal with that.
All right.
We got
We
sound?
need the sound.
Is
for
this
this
the play?
Yeah.
And then he scrambles and you're like, fuck.
Yep.
It's over. And then he just gears up and fucking rockets that shit. The ball is so far out of the frame. Oh my God, right there. Did you feel that? Did
Yeah.
you feel the blood run down your fucking... When you see that live for the first time, dude,
It's so insane.
I was fucking through the roof.
Oh, I went insane watching this
It's
too.
shit like that
Boom.
that keeps you watching football for fucking ever, dude. Look at that. Oh. And after this, they put a thing up on the screen that said Packers led the game for this amount, or time,
0 seconds.
Time led 0.00. Fucking.
They let it
Yeah.
at the end.
Another
and
one.
to
of-
watch him run.
another
Watch
one.
Rodgers run to the end zone.
I think he's already there.
Yeah, he is now. You got to.
Right there, dude.
Dude, he threw his helmet. He's like,
That's the shit
Fuck
you
it.
watch football for right there. You
Yeah.
want to see your team piled in the end zone like that. I'm going to
Dude.
miss that fucking guy, dude.
do you? So that's your most exciting football, right? You know what mine is?
Wow.
It was 2 years after the Broncos' very, very sad defeat.
Super Bowl 50.
Super
No,
Bowl.
not Super Bowl 50. It was the AFC Championship game
Oh,
In-
against the Patriots.
Yeah.
in Denver, and I was at that game.
Oh, that's right. You were.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Oh my
I
god!
can tell you this. I've never been more grateful to a team.
to
Because
give
not
Peyton-
only did they beat the Patriots in
they
the
gave
AFC
Peyton his
Championship,
last Super Bowl.
they stopped those goddamn Panthers from going undefeated. Or no, the Falcons did. But they almost went 15-1 that year. 16
yeah,
games
they
that year.
damn near.
15-1, and then they went into that Super Bowl. I was like, fuck. That was a day where I was like, God damn it. The last time I saw the Broncos in the Super Bowl, they kind of
I knew this
shit
one was
their
gonna.
pants
I
against
knew
us.
this one was gonna be way different because the whole season was different. We didn't have nearly as an explosive offense
But
because
they
we
had
didn't
the
have
number
Wes,
one defense.
Yeah, we
No.
didn't have Wes Welker anymore. We
Well,
didn't have.
Everybody says it was all that defense. I think it was the Broncos defense. I think Peyton Manning mind fucked the shit out of them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think he
well,
mind fucked.
and it's game management too.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He kept his shit so cool. Every bit of anxiety he could have had in his body, he shifted it through the fucking atmosphere right into Cam Newton.
And he went.
And did you
Omaha.
see
Omaha.
Cam Newton just fucking break down during that game?
Oh, yeah.
He lost one game that season and then crumbled.
Like when he didn't jump on the fumble.
He
Remember
fucking
that?
crumbled.
Oh, dude, but at the same
That's
He
time,
was sitting on the field like going, and I fucking hated that guy so fucking much to see him just like baby wailing on the field while Peyton Manning ate his soul was one of the greatest.
and Peyton
moments.
didn't really do a whole lot in the Super Bowl.
No,
It was such a
physically,
defensive showing.
But
again.
I will argue till the end of time that I think he did something mentally.
I feel like that entire season, Peyton was doing mental things to every team
Because he
didn't
understood.
have a stellar stat-breaking
But he
season.
knew that. Like, he knew that he's older. He can't throw as good. He couldn't throw. I mean, his balls were fucking ugly. Well, okay. Okay, when he threw a ball, it didn't look all.
Okay,
His balls were all ugly. That
They're
year.
a little weird. Yeah.
they were all fucking.
know what I'm
that's when
saying?
his he had lost.
To be a Super Bowl champion and every pass he throws, you're like, ugh. But it got there.
yeah,
That's all
But,
that matters.
Like seeing it spin like this,
it doesn't have to be pretty.
But he knew that,
yep.
and he's like, I can't do that anymore. But I can fuck him with my mind because I still got everything up here.
What's
He's
crazy
like,
is
that brain is one of the greatest quarterback brains that ever lived.
yeah.
And he's like, okay, I'm getting old. This is my swan song. If I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it with my fucking head. And that's,
Yep.
I think, that season is when he proved he's the
And
GOAT.
I don't think I saw a season where Peyton Manning drew more offsides than that entire
That's
Dude,
just
he
another
did it.
piece of that.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
think that's the season he proved he's the GOAT.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and like if
Because
you
they
look at
shouldn't
his,
have. They beat those Panthers. They shouldn't have.
Shouldn't have beat the Panthers.
No, I don't think so.
well, that's
I
the
don't
crazy part. Statistically, the greatest defense comes out on top most of the time.
Right. But those dude, they were fucking
But the
scary.
Panthers were a very well-rounded team.
They were
the
through
Super.
and through. They were fucking good. Did you remember that year? They didn't lose.
Yeah.
And for
They
whatever
just- they were
reason, the
rolling.
second time they played the Falcons, they lost.
Yeah.
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 Well, and then Super Bowl 48 Broncos. It was completely flopped away, other way
That
around.
was Greeno
It
Super
was.
Bowl party #1.
That one was
We just had number 9.
Mm-hmm.
that entire season the Broncos were high-powered offense. Their defense wasn't doing a whole lot.
It was the
But the-
greatest
but-
offensive season of all time.
Yeah.
But the offense got out there and it's like, well, you scored a touchdown. Well, guess what? We're going to score one. Our defense is going to make one save, and then we're going to score another. And we're just going to keep adding on.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
defense wasn't the best at all. I
Defense
think we
wins
had like the
championships.
15th rated defense.
The only team that I can really think of that just totally negates the whole greatest defense versus greatest offense thing is Kansas City. Like, because they go against San Francisco, right? And everybody's saying statistically,
Sorry.
statistically, the 49ers should win this game. And I'm like, they're not going to. They're not going to. And then
And I thought they were going to.
and-
Like up until
They made us nervous
fucking
at the end
Patrick
there.
Mahomes, you give him fucking 60 seconds, you're going to fucking lose.
yeah.
34 seconds.
And
Yeah.
then, but then even they got shut down by the best defense against Tampa. One time they got shut down by the greatest defense, and
Yeah.
then but ever since then it just doesn't
No, it
matter.
don't.
They're too strong. They're too fast. They're too creative, and they'll do it almost every time.
And he throws that ball so fucking good.
He throws it perfect, and he throws it at weird angles, and he practices throwing it at weird angles, and he's always been able to. And as he gets older,
And then he goes,
I want to
to
see.
Brittany.
Oh, and then this is what I was going to say to Zach. I think of that 10-year extension, that Patrick Mahomes got. I think last year was the first year, or this year's the first year of that actually starting, because he still had 2 years left. So my point with that
10
is
years back,
that division has to deal with him for a minimum of another decade.
Yeah. And at the end of that, he'll
You
be
Welks.
your age.
Why?
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Do you guys want to talk a little fantasy?
Do you know? Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
I want to get away from thinking about
Bad things that
fucking
have happened.
Mahomes.
Yeah. We all mentioned bad things that have happened to our team. So, I mean, let's get away from that. So,
I talked about the Motown Miracle.
right. Yeah, I didn't mention anything good that's happened to the Colts.
It's been so long.
It's been a while. It's been a while. So,
Remember when they drafted Peyton Manning? That was cool.
Yeah, I was 7.
Yeah, I was 7.
That was a good. That was a good part. And then
that
they
was
won the
good.
Super Bowl in 2007, I think. And
All right, Dylan, I got a question for you. You get first round pick.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at first. So,
Oh,
really quick. So, going into our league, we got about 40% new guys, but for the most part, it's been a pretty consistent league.
Yep.
Me, Dylan, you,
Aaron.
Zach, Aaron, Nick. Those
That's
are
it.
those
That's
are the
the
OGs, and then we got some really close friends rounding it out. So that's pretty cool. All of which are very exciting.
well, and 2 are brand new to fantasy, aren't
Brand new. Well, let's see. So we got Skylar, Darren. Darren's made an appearance on the podcast before. And who am I forgetting?
they? Jeff. And
Jeff.
Jeff's not new to fantasy.
Jeff's not new to fantasy. Darren, this is his first season ever. And then I'm pretty sure Skylar's dabbled, but I'm not positive. He said some mildly retarded shit earlier that I'm going to share with you guys.
Skyler?
Yeah, when we were talking about it. And I'll let you guys know. But so what we're going to do, I'm going to adjust some of the scoring rules and stuff and make some tweaks, make some fun tweaks to it, like I always do.
Okay.
Because I like high scoring. I think it's just
I
fun.
love it when you got like 200 and 200 going in.
Yeah, when you're getting like close to those numbers. But so what we're going to do this year, I think I'm going to go totally random with the order. Normally we go reverse order of who won to who lost, right?
I think Nick should go last either way.
You know what?
Because he wants to claim that win.
Yeah, right. He wants to
Asterisk that and give you the last pick of the draft.
Right, serious. So it'll be pretty much totally random. So now, in theory, because nobody knows where they're drafting, the draft is tomorrow. Nobody knows where they're drafting, so we'll talk a little strategy here. So, Dylan, to lead it off, if you were to get the first overall pick.
Cleveland defense.
Solid choice.
Right, yeah.
Justin Tucker.
Justin Tucker, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, get your kicker. You want that second round, right?
Probably
Yeah.
get Young Koo or whatever.
Young.
Young Ho Koo.
Yeah, Young Hoku. You notice announcers started saying his name different? Like
No.
they suddenly started saying his name different.
It's like, oh, Young Koo. That's all right through the upright.
Oh, see.
Right through the
talking about-
chopsticks is cool.
talking about names. Every time I heard, I haven't heard his name in a while. Is he even still playing? Clinton Dix.
No,
not
no,
playing.
he's
no. He switched teams. I think he went to Detroit for a little while. No,
But
Chicago.
Every time I heard his name
Mhm.
on the TV, it was never Dix caught the ball or Clinton Dix caught the ball. It was always Clinton Dix caught the ball.
Yeah, 'cause it was so fun to say.
Dix
It was
for
so fun.
25 yards.
No, but
Okay,
seriously,
so-
Dylan.
Your first round.
First pick.
Okay, I'll
First
ask you,
overall.
You guys are pretty solid on running back first.
Not this year necessarily.
I'll you'll see when it gets when
Yeah.
the question comes to me.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Because I like drafting quarterback too.
In the first round?
Yeah.
Mm.
See, every time.
Yeah.
You say that. I'm like,
No.
I never get the quarterback I want. I'm always stuck
Because
with-
there's so many serviceable quarterbacks,
I know.
and there's not that many.
And I always get fucking dinged up by somebody who has Mahomes or
Yeah, but like you got to establish
I've never gotten to experience having a
an elite
Class
quarterback.
A elite quarterback.
So
I
you
had
gotta-
2 of them last season.
You got to change your
I never
strategy
do.
a bit.
I always have 2 passable ones.
Maybe go
Every year.
earlier, with the quarterback. But I mean, That's a blatant rule of thumb.
Like third rounder quarterback.
You
You'll
go
get whatever
running back
quarterback.
or
Well, who are you going?
Wide
Yeah,
receiver.
who are you going first overall? If
McCaffrey.
you McCaffrey,
Yeah.
that's a solid choice.
Very solid choice.
Yeah, it's a solid choice.
Yeah.
Mine would be Justin Jefferson.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? No, I changed mine. If I had first pick, I'd take JJ just to piss him off.
Yeah, right, right. Well, and that's the thing. It's pretty. The first 8 to 10 picks are pretty well. You could almost just list them off for every single fantasy league because it's generally going to go about the same.
Yeah.
But
Well,
Blake
you got
and
your
I-
top guys. I mean,
Blake and I had
there's
talked
a little
about
bit
it
of preference, but
over the course of the week that wide receivers are having more
impact.
than running backs have been lately. So
well,
That's
and
why-
depending on the team too.
Well,
But-
and this year the running back pool is a bit shallower, and there's
Yeah.
a lot more question marks than normal.
yeah, like and Christian McCaffrey's always a question mark.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
last year he wasn't.
No, and that's why in the league I was in with Jeff last season in his league, I had Christian McCaffrey,
Yeah,
and he's the only reason I won a few games.
yeah,
And so, I mean, yeah, I would go Justin Jefferson just because wide receivers are my thing.
yeah.
But Christian McCaffrey is still a very good
So
first round pick.
me, running backs have always been more my thing for sure. So I've always been a little bit lackluster in the wide receiver department, but I've always been stout with running backs. And especially the pass catcher ones like McCaffrey, like Dalvin Cook. Dylan's had Dalvin Cook a bunch of times for some
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah,
And,
I him a lot.
So Jefferson,
you might want to go Dalvin Cook again.
because he's a Jet now.
He's a Jet.
Yeah.
And he's a pass catching back, so he's going to be getting a lot of touches with Rodgers. Rodgers going to be
Jets,
touching him.
Jets, Jets.
Yeah.
I like how the only thing they could think of was spelling it.
Should I name my team Show Me Your Jetties? That was pretty lame out loud. Never mind.
I was
That fucking sucked.
what was the name? Oh, Roger Milf Hunters,
Roger Milf Hunters. Oh,
because the Jets had has Zach Wilson,
right. Yep, that's pretty good.
the Roger and the Milf Hunter.
Yeah. Anyway, can I go now?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So,
Sorry.
So yeah, I think the first overall is pretty obvious. Justin Jefferson. He's established himself as the best wide receiver in the league, and I don't think there's really any argument for it. Then the second overall pick, I would actually go Austin Eckler.
That's a hard one
Do you know why?
because he's not as fragile as CMC.
No, because CMC brought his capital up last year, and I think that's being with the Niners in their system. I don't think that. It can always happen, but I think the odds of him staying healthy this year with the Niners is way higher than it was with Carolina. The difference is that when CMC shares carries with, now I can't remember his name, the other back in San Francisco. When he shares carries,
Not
like-
Debo.
no, he's a wide receiver.
Fucking he runs.
Yeah, he runs like
Their
crazy, but-
system just confuses the fuck out of me because running backs are wide receivers and receivers are
But-
fucking running backs in that system.
Notice Debo's numbers went way down last year
Debo
because he
is-
wasn't running
Yeah.
because of McCaffrey. But now I
Yeah.
can't remember the other guy's name, but whenever he shares carries with him, I think his average fantasy points goes down like 8 points per game.
Yeah.
Per game. That's huge. When you're talking
Yeah.
like he's projected to get 18 or 20, So if that takes him down to like a 12-point back per game, that's average.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
average as it gets. Austin Eckler doesn't hardly share carries. He doesn't get injured. He catches the ball. He runs the ball, and they use him on goal line.
God, you're selling me.
Yeah, no, he's definitely. Fuck, I shouldn't have done this.
No,
But-
you're selling me.
But he
I think that's a fairly obvious. Like anyone who knows football is going to know that.
yeah, Austin Eckler is more valuable, and he was up there the last couple years, but he is very, very arguably more valuable. I think McCaffrey's ceiling per game is higher, but
Yeah.
his floor sharing carries is much lower. Eckler doesn't have a bad game, generally speaking. So
Yeah.
you go Jefferson, Eckler, number 3. I would split that between Christian McCaffrey
Jamar Chase.
and Jamar Chase. Yeah, because Jamar Chase has
Devontae.
he's pretty not that high this year.
But Jamar Chase has also got to share carries and stuff with T. Higgins and
Oh, and yeah. Fuck, I can't remember now. T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, and it starts with an H.
I can't remember.
Anyway,
Like they have a T. Higgins.
T. Higgins.
Yeah, I already said T. Higgins.
Oh, T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, and I can't remember his name. Anyway,
But they've got 3 good wide receivers.
very good. Yeah, and
But Jamar Chase is obviously the better one, and then he has that connection with Burrow.
yeah, and he has potential to be up there with Jefferson. He's
newer.
well in Minnesota. Like the looks are favored for Jefferson.
Oh yeah.
And like you said, it's spread out in Cincinnati. So I don't know if he'll
Yeah.
ever really eclipse Justin Jefferson because they're too close in age too. But so you split it between Jamar Chase and Christian McCaffrey, like whatever you impulsively take at that point, because honestly, in the third pick overall is probably the toughest one in the first round, because now you're making decisions.
Yeah, because now it's like, is it
It's not obvious. It's
Like-
decisions.
third round or yeah?
Yeah.
'Cause-
Adams led in touchdowns last year.
Right, but the problem with that is like you knew who his quarterback was.
Yeah.
Who's throwing to Devontae Adams this year?
Jordan Love.
Fuck yeah. Goddamn.
Jordan Love.
Garoppolo.
I don't know who he's.
Garoppolo.
But-
Yeah, Garoppolo's in the silver and black, isn't he?
Yep.
But he's not necessarily going to be starting.
Who?
Well, no, I'm not saying because he's going to get beat out, but I don't think he's medically cleared yet.
Oh, you're right. He's not.
He's not medically cleared. There's that guy that's wearing number 4. I can't remember his name, but they're all high on him because of preseason. But the thing that everybody forgets every preseason
It's
is
preseason.
preseason. And
Yeah.
get over it, because it doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
It shows you that your team can look together.
Yeah.
That's about it. That
Like,
they're
last-
cohesive.
Last night, the Colts beat
It
the
shows-
shit out of the Eagles.
It shows you how well they can
It
do.
was actually
if,
fun to watch that.
It was fun to watch.
If shit hits the fan and all your fucking starters are out, then this is what we can do if that happens.
Yeah.
against another team that has all their starters out
Yeah.
too.
So, yeah. And then,
Yeah, so if everybody dies,
okay, so this is where it starts to get difficult. 4th overall.
4th overall.
I don't know. I auto draft from there on.
Well, you're not this year.
Okay,
You're
so
not auto drafting at all this year. That's the crazy part. You're making all the decisions.
Yay! Blake's making the
All right.
decisions for me.
so we're gonna take Justin Jefferson off. We're gonna take Austin Eckler. We're gonna take.
Which one are you picking? Just tell me which one of the two you pick, and then
Sorry, I'm going like down the list of. Say,
yeah.
Are we
Okay,
gonna
so
go all
we're going.
26
We're
teams
going.
here?
We're going. No, but we're talking first round pretty much.
4th. You said 4th, right?
Well, 5th actually, because we know Chase and McCaffrey are going to go right.
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry, huh? Okay, that's fair. It's fair. It's totally fair.
Jonathan Taylor could be a good option
He
too.
could be, but he's a big question mark right now.
Yeah.
Big
Well,
question
and
mark.
the thing is you take it, you roll the dice on him. You did that in your league last year, and how did it work out for you?
Right. But I think the O line is going to be stepped up because of the new coaching and everything.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Well-
a new scheme altogether. If Taylor starts, he's going to be better than he was last year.
So you're saying I took 4th overall?
Yeah, 4th is gone because it's either going to be McCaffrey or Jamar Chase. So it'd be so Jefferson, Eckler. Let's just say McCaffrey, Chase. So we're going 5th overall.
5th overall. So obviously I didn't get any of those because I'm the 5th pick.
You're just planning on that, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm just like, fuck. There goes all my choices for the first round.
There's lots of good guys out there.
There is.
Mhm.
There really is.
This
Find somebody for
I'll
you.
tell you this much: it's an unorthodox pick.
This is fun.
You know, actually, you know what? I'm thinking here.
Yeah, he's giving it some thought.
Travis Kelce.
The
Boom.
listeners are
There it
thrilled.
is.
I'm
Oh,
thinking Travis
yeah.
Kelce
Travis
because
Kelce,
he's
White.
the
Oh.
yeah
the greatest tight end.
the
of all
greatest
time.
tight end of all time. Well, I don't know. He's he's better
Sounds
than
like
Gronk.
you're-
He's better than Gronk.
Complimenting his ass.
He's
He's got the tightest end of all time.
he could run. He can run better than Gronk. That's for
yeah,
sure.
but I think he's better than
Gronk
Gronk.
can't run good.
Yeah, that he looks like he's running in sand all the time. But,
Gronk run. Gronk football good.
but you
Gronk
couldn't.
smash.
But you couldn't take him down. That was the thing.
That's you don't have to run
no,
good.
Gronk no go down.
You can't. Well, that's how it is with Derrick Henry too.
Yeah.
Is you
Gronk end zone.
can't if you can't
Gronk
take
not
me
look
down.
pretty.
I don't need to run
Gronk
good.
not look pretty.
But Gronk get TD.
Yeah, yeah,
I get tutty.
Yeah, I think Travis Kelce.
yeah.
Travis
okay.
Kelce's a good. If I got 5th overall,
Yeah.
and that's weird. A tight end in the first round.
because he eclipses that.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
not just a tight end at that
Sam
point.
Darnold. No,
What team does he play on now?
I have no idea.
I know.
I
No,
do too.
I do know. Hang on. I don't remember though.
Oh, geez, it's not. It's the Panthers, right?
no,
The Carolina Panther tails.
no. That was 2 years ago.
Sam Darnold plays
Hold on,
last year.
on
Yeah.
the fucking.
I don't think you guys know.
I do know though.
Okay,
It's got to be someone who lost their quarterback.
you'd think.
Fuck, you're gonna say it, and I'm gonna be like, "Yep, that's right. That's
Yeah.
that's it."
Should I just tell you?
Just say it.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It's 49ers.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, it was
Oh.
like
Okay,
someone
never
who,
mind. I didn't know.
someone
Here's
where
the crazy part. So
they
right
don't
now,
know they're in a quarterback crisis right now.
what's his name? Brock Purdy is number 1.
Yeah, Trey Lance,
Nope.
No.
Sam Darnold,
Sam
over Trey
Darnold.
Lance?
That's where I
Trey
saw it.
Lance,
Oh,
yeah.
oh man,
That
they
was today,
fucking-
wasn't it?
Oh fuck,
Was
They
that
do-
today?
Yesterday. It was
Yesterday,
yesterday.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you realize the Niners traded up to first round to get
Trey Lance.
Trey Lance, and they put him
Third.
third
Yeah.
in
And
their
Mr.
fucking depth chart.
A first rounder is third on the depth chart, and Mr. Irrelevant is the starter.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
I mean,
That's
I
so killer.
I love
and see,
that
that's
for them.
that's where it comes in, where Debo's fantasy stock is dropping because they're like, who the fuck knows who's going to be fucking throwing the ball in
Yeah.
San Francisco?
Dude, it's great.
Granted, on my
It's
little
Purdy's
cheat sheet,
job. It's Purdy's job to lose. You
like
know?
on my cheat sheet, Debo's still listed in the top 10. No,
Yeah,
no, wait, he's
no.
15th. He's 15th.
Really, I look at him as the third rounder.
Well, 15th in wide receivers.
Oh, yeah. So
Not
that would
15th
make that
overall.
would make him about a third rounder.
Let me look at this. I can look it up here and tell you exactly the list here
Yeah.
of what this cheat sheet is showing me.
So I'll tell you who I took. I drafted 6th in my first league. I took Tyreek Hill.
6th?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
6th overall. Yeah, it sucked because that last year I got the 3rd pick, and then somebody mentally retarded went first.
Jesse?
No,
Oh.
no, yeah, and this guy gets first, right, and he's all fucking feeling himself, right, and we have the table laid out because it's like a physical draft, with the stickers and the
Oh,
board
yeah, it
and
was
everything.
you and Jesse that were making fun of him.
Yeah, and no, all of us were looking at him like, what the fuck? So I think I told you this before, Zach. There's
Yeah.
a table with wide receivers, table with running backs, and that's the closest table to us. And he gets up, just struts over, walks right the fuck past that table, and we're like, what is he doing?
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes.
Okay. So this is this cheat sheet, and it's updated with current stats,
Okay.
current rankings, and everything.
Yeah.
So this is the order. I'm just going to read the first few names. Justin Jefferson as
Okay.
number 1. Christian McCaffrey, Jamar Chase, Austin Eckler, Travis Kelce is listed up there too.
Yeah.
So Tyreek Hill,
Huh.
Cooper Kupp,
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Saquon Barkley,
Sure.
Bijan Robinson,
Bijan Robinson.
Nick Chubb, Stephon Diggs, CeeDee Lamb, A.J. Browns. Patrick Mahomes is listed up there too.
Yeah. I
So-
don't do it. Yeah.
That's you play an 8-man league that puts Patrick Mahomes in the second rounder.
Second round. Yeah, and that's high for a quarterback.
It really is.
Dude, there was this funny
Dude, he's the only. Okay, Jalen Hurts
Yeah,
and Josh
Jalen
Allen,
Hurts is up there.
that would put them in the 4th round. Of course, if we did an 8-man league, this would put them in the 4th round.
Quarterback position, man. It's getting darker.
Yep. I like that
Getting darker, isn't it?
Patrick Mahomes is, he's still number 1. And he's
Holy shit. They put Justin Fields above George Kittle.
What?
Well, George Kittle
Well, then
blocks
again,
too much.
and George Kittle, he is a tight end.
Yeah.
He has not eclipsed the tight end position like
No.
Travis Kelce
He's
has.
not a pass catching one as much.
Weird hair, dude.
Yeah, he does. It's crazy.
That's all I can think of when I think of him. George Kittle has weird
He
hair.
won the beer Olympics with DeForest Buckner.
I love that name.
Buckner. DeForest. Yeah. But what was I going to say? Oh, there's this funny video on TikTok of these guys doing their...
Buckner right in the pussy.
That's pretty good. That's
one.
pretty good. Yeah.
I like that.
I mean, I got
like
I got chilling with my homies.
chilling. What?
Chilling with my homes.
Oh, yeah. But this dude
Do you feel bad?
I do.
in this fantasy draft, they're doing the board draft like we did
Yeah.
at Jesse's, and he makes his selection, and then he's in the pool like fucking around. They're like, "Hey, I like your first round pick." Instead of Bijan Robinson, he picked a guy named Brian Robinson. Nobody knows who that is.
Pretty sure that's the singer for AC/DC.
Brian Johnson. It was so fun. I don't even know who Brian Robinson is. I have no clue who he is. He must be significant enough to like get a sticker on the board,
Right.
but you have to have a big draft to use all the stickers. Like,
Have you been in a 32-man
fuck
fantasy league?
no.
My
Hell
dad
no.
has.
Yeah, you told me about
My dad
that.
was been in a 32 fantasy league and won it.
Yeah.
32 team?
Yeah.
32 team fantasy league.
Fuck that. Dude, I remember when we were
Every player is used in the
I was
game.
in a 12. Wasn't ours 12 before? And I was
12
like,
is two. Like 10 is
We did
like
10
pushing
was
it for
10
me.
was the
eight-
biggest we
8
did.
is the best.
8's the best, yeah.
I like 10 just as much as like 8. It ain't. You still get a
It
bunch
gets
of
too
all-star
thin.
players.
Gets too
but-
thin.
Oh man, you imagine
Dude, that I'm sitting there fucking Googling guys like, who the fuck is this guy? Like,
could you imagine a 32 team league?
fuck no.
You get placed 32nd in the draft. Who are you going for? Who the fuck is left?
Zach, I sent you this on TikTok. Do you want to bring it up on there?
The
Or can
listeners
you?
are thrilled.
I am not signed into TikTok.
Oh, okay.
So
Hang on.
I'm gonna go pee.
Jamar Chase, LSU,
With my big, huge wiener.
Jones, El Paso, Texas. DJ Shark, Alexandria Senior High School.
Kingle McCringleberry, Penn State University.
You got a bunch of
the tag for
knickknacks,
that
dude.
was the
Yeah.
it was what it feels like playing a 32-man league.
Yeah.
Mingle McCringleberry.
It said by round 10. So it's like 1, 2, 3, and then it's Hingle McCringleberry, and then Dan Smith, BYU. It's like you're just getting a bunch of no-name guys.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, I don't know. We might have squeezed all we can out of this topic. You guys just ready to move on to like regular shit?
Yeah, well, let's take a
You want to take a...
we'll take a quick break here, and we'll be back with something not fantasy football related. We're probably
Yeah.
going to still talk about it a little bit,
Here and there,
On our
but we're
break.
going to move on.
but yeah.
Yeah.
When we get back, we're going to call Trever.
Yep. Because I said naughty things. Okay, so we're back. Calling Trevor right now.
Probably not going to answer.
Are we going to use the thing, or are we just talking? No, he's not.
No, this is us talking. If he fucking answers.
Leave it to Trevor to fuck up the podcast when he's here and when he's not.
Yeah. You going to answer?
Hello?
Hey,
Hello.
bitch. Trevor,
Fuck you, love.
what are you
What?
doing?
Are you drunk?
No, I'm eating food.
That's surprising.
I don't think I could say, what the
Hungry.
fuck do you want? That unaggressively.
Where are you?
Because I knew that you guys were going to be calling.
Uh-huh.
Hey, does this sound okay to you? Like we sound
How's
fine?
the podcast going?
Oh
go-
my God.
go-
Pay attention to what we're saying.
Do our voices sound okay?
No, it sounds like you guys are like in a webcam. It kind of sounds shitty.
Does it? Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Where are you at the bar?
No, we're at the truck wagon right now.
The restaurant?
Yeah.
Again, shocked.
How many times you been back to the buffet?
There's no buffets here, you dumbass.
Oh, is that why you sound sad?
He sounds shithouse, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. How many beers have you had there at the Chug Wagon?
I can't hear you. It's too loud here.
Okay, Trevor. We love you and we don't miss you.
Hey, Trevor, really quick.
You do too, miss me.
Hang on. Really quick. Say the most racist thing you can think of. Oh, no.
Well, that's on the podcast. That's got to get fucking bleeped.
Just leave the N and the R. Oh, my God.
All right. Well, I love you guys. We'll talk to you later.
We love you, too.
Right. Bye, Trevor.
I'm so glad I asked
Well, that went from boring to
awesome.
yeah.
I knew it would. Dude, I knew he wouldn't, like, just go, no.
dude, the hard R, man.
Dude,
This with the hard R.
bleep it, but, like, if you can, just leave, like, the beginning and the end. You know?
I don't know. It's got to. I don't know.
Just a quick bleep.
I think it'd be funnier if the whole thing's bleeped. So it leaves
I
up
don't
to
think
the-
so. I think
Leaves it up to the imagination.
just leave the
And the fact he was at a Chuck Wagon
That doesn't
around.
leave anything to the imagination.
How many people do you think
he's
heard
like,
him?
He's going, what? I can't hear you. And then he just goes,
I pray to God that black guy was sitting right by him at the bar.
Oh, I wanted to ask him about that. I'm like, hey, you got them drugs?
oh my
Ah,
God.
shit, we should have.
He wouldn't have remembered. He was
Yeah.
like, I'm not drunk. He sounded like, did he not sound fucked up?
Yeah,
Well,
did.
he just dropped the N-bomb like it was nothing. So.
Yeah, that's true. He didn't really think that through, I think. But tomorrow, if he texts you or calls you, I swear to God, and says, you got to take that out, fuck him. Because I asked for it, and he
Be
just
like,
gave
sorry,
it to
bro,
him.
I already posted it.
We can bleep
It's
it.
gonna get bleeped,
Yeah.
but
I mean, just to clarify, I didn't say it to anybody or at anybody, you know, we just baited that out of him.
and the funny part is
I don't think
he's,
that matters at all.
he's,
No, it
he's
does.
in a very, very public place right now
Yeah.
with more than just the friends around and just
Where's
hard
he
R.
at?
He's at the Chuck Wagon,
The
in,
restaurant.
the restaurant Chuck Wagon in Lava Hot Springs.
Yeah.
So it's safe to say that there's no black people.
Pretty
there.
safe. But
Do you think he like side-eyed first and
I didn't say
No.
I didn't say look at somebody nearest you and say the most racist thing. You could-
like he could have went like gingers or blacks and
Right.
just left it at that.
yeah. I knew you'd say something stupid though. That's why he said
He
it.
went
Yeah.
to the number one.
Yeah.
Like first overall.
Yeah. And the first overall pick in the Race This Word draft goes to
That's Justin Jefferson right there.
oh man. And Justin Jefferson as a name.
Pretty black.
Hey, do you want to?
Justin's
do
not.
you know what I'd pay to see?
What?
Trevor trying to do the gritty.
Oh, dude, that'd be awful.
I would rename it the titty at that point.
As he's jumping, his tits are just smacking his glasses off of his face.
It looks like a pregnant dog.
Actually, Trevor, you know what? Just stick to the truffle shuffle.
Yeah. Yeah, that
How do we come back from that?
dude, we peaked as a podcast right there.
Right.
Oh, man, that was awesome. It was
Something-
only a matter of time, you know?
You know, new things in the podcast, new microphones, new computer, new voice call.
New
Racist
level of racism.
Yeah.
Not even just trying to hide it.
Yeah. I mean, we've scratched that before.
Trevor fucking SWAT kicked that door down.
Yeah.
We scratched it. He just sniffed it.
Dude, anyway.
I'm drinking your twisted teas, you racist.
Yeah, they're both of them are drinking your twisted teas.
You know what? I don't care because you have no respect for the black community.
I came into this like, I was like, I'm not going to drink. And then I saw his. I'm like, I'm going to have some. I heard a couple ads for it and it made him sound good.
You know,
The first twisted tea is always gross, and all the ones after that are just fine.
Yeah.
I think they're all gross.
I don't really I don't know.
I'm
They-
serious. The first one, you're like, this is fucking disgusting. Once you get that one down, the rest of them are just fine.
After,
No.
I don't know. They're better than I remember.
I don't like tea though,
Mm.
so that's the big
Well,
thing
that'll
for me.
do it. I had
I
two,
like sweet tea, I guess.
I had 2
don't-
teas
If
today.
there's booze in it,
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
fucking doing
I'm just
twice.
so glad that here in the next couple weeks I won't have to put that stuff on a shelf.
What are you talking about?
I work for Tech Distributing right now,
Right.
and I distribute. That's where we got all those beers from
I
the job.
understand that part. It's
But-
the part about you not doing it anymore.
Oh, okay. I'm
and that's
leaving
so
tech.
obvious.
I'm leaving tech.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
This is what's really going to blow your mind.
Where are you going?
Coca-Cola.
You're going back?
Yeah, I'm going back to Coke.
They said it. They said
Took
it.
you a long time to realize tech sucks.
No, I realized fairly quickly, but I didn't want to be the dude. It's like, oh, I've been here for a month. Doses.
Yeah. After he left, we were like, what a fucking idiot.
So you're going back, and they're taking you back? No
Yep.
problem?
Well, fuck. So my interview's on Tuesday, right?
Oh, you have to interview again.
Oh no, I got the job already.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Well, he's pretty sure.
Do you get a route, or are you going to be a...
I'm gonna be a route driver, and I'm actually. It sounds like I'm gonna get my very first route back. But
if you want it, but there's 2 options. So
well, that's what I want. Yeah, I'd want
you,
that route.
You want that one back? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Well, that's cool.
But
Blake, are you going back to Coke, or...
so
they want me, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, they took Zach back, so I mean, obviously.
well, the thing
They're
is,
desperate.
yeah, they're pretty desperate.
They are actually.
But they need to hire 4 drivers. So
yeah.
I think even if they didn't really want me, they're like,
they're
fuck,
taking it
we-
back
we
anyway.
need-
yeah.
we need a CDL driver.
They're kind of at that point.
I don't have that
But-
qualification that you guys have.
I mean, you could drive one of the vehicles we have.
Yeah. They,
2 of them.
The little meat.
No, he could drive. He could drive the other, the one bigger side bay.
Mm.
Yeah,
Air brakes.
that don't matter. It's a straight truck.
It's over. No, that's a CDL truck.
Don't you have a Class B?
No.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, never mind then.
Okay.
I thought you had a Class B.
Nope.
Nope.
Nothing. With
Well,
those
never mind
trucks.
then.
Nothing.
They're too light. They're like moving trucks.
Gotcha.
That's the thing.
Well, I thought you still had to have a Class B endorsement.
No.
For like Frito-Lay made you have one just as a precautionary.
Nope, nothing.
He has
I
to have
just
a
need
medical card.
Medical card, and that's it.
Did you know that
And a long
technically
dick.
by state law or federal law that I don't have to have a medical card for tech or for Coke?
Because you don't go far enough.
Yep.
Yeah.
They just the company requires us
It's
to have
an
it for
Yeah,
insurance.
It's a
Yeah.
company thing.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like I think you have to because you go to Boise.
Yeah. I have to have everything now.
This is fucking thrilling.
Well, actually, I don't think you have to have a medical card because you don't cross state lines.
I think I do.
Either way,
Yeah.
I'm going back to Coke. It sounds like Jeff already texted me
That's cool.
and he's like, "Yeah, I'll be the one training you."
Wouldn't that be
Training?
funny? Yeah, you got to get
Training.
retrained. Yeah. you
Well, I
have
mean,
to.
I'll need it because I haven't touched their handhelds for a while, so I'm gonna stumble over it for probably the first week.
Well, it's actually a totally new system too.
Oh,
Last
shit,
week I
well, then
was
I'm-
there. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to totally learn it. So
Yeah. Pretty similar.
Whoa, dude! I just pulled up the news.
Uh huh.
Johnny Depp to star in live-action Nightmare Before Christmas in the works at Disney.
For
dope.
real.
Oh, wait, he's back in good terms with Disney now.
I think that's what everybody's always wanted, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
A live action Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, you know what?
I don't know if that's what I wanted.
they-
but
I
With
think.
Johnny Depp?
I think he.
well,
just,
no, it would be good. I'm not saying it would be. I mean, it's not something that's been like, oh, I gotta have it because I love the stop animation from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Whoa, bro! I do too, but a live action would be.
You know what? He told. What it was is he told him that he would never do another Pirates movie. For a
I feel because he
for
felt
a-
like he told his story with Jack
Yeah.
Sparrow. That's
But
what it
like
was.
for a kid,
They
he
give
said
him
for-
enough money. They're like, "How about this much money?" He's like, "I couldn't resist, mate."
I think he said he wouldn't do it for 300 mil.
They're like, "How about 300 million and a bottle of rum?"
Got it. I know that was dirt, but I wanted to say it.
Do you know who I would love to see in movies again?
No.
Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson.
Was I right?
Are you
No,
serious? I was like, damn, he sold that.
I haven't seen a good Robert,
I know. No, never mind. You said Robert.
a good Robert Downey Jr. movie for a while.
Oh yeah, he sold Iron Man for a fucking decade. Now.
Well, and I loved his Marvel stuff.
It's
Don't get me wrong, but
it's fine.
like I think the last good movie I saw him in was Sherlock Holmes.
I like that
Other than
movie.
Marvel,
Due Date. Do you remember Due Date?
I don't think I've seen Due Date.
It's so fucking funny.
That one's good. Yeah, with Zach Galifianakis.
Sherlock Holmes. One of my favorite movies. Yeah, with him.
So
Everybody says he's born to be Iron Man. I was like, he's the perfect Sherlock Holmes.
he's both roles.
Yeah.
But he's born to play both those roles.
I don't know, man. I just superhero movies, like they're big cinematic adventures, but
Everybody's over
Well,
him.
I was a
But
comic.
I'm
I've
just like,
always been a
there's
comic
only
book fan. So
dude, fucking Thor Ragnarok though was one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen in my life.
well, and seeing Chris Hemsworth said he won't do another Thor movie unless they go a different direction.
I mean, he can do whatever he wants. You
Because-
ever felt
well,
good
no,
look-
and because
have you ever
they-
felt good about yourself? And then you remember Chris Hemsworth exists, and you're like, "Oh yeah."
Oh yeah, that's right.
Like, not only does he look like that, but he's got millions in the bank.
yeah,
Yeah.
I bet he's got a hog too.
probably.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
because it's like God's like, give him everything.
Give
Give
him
him
everything.
generous today.
Do you know what one of my favorite?
What is it? 1983? Fucking give him everything.
One of my favorite Chris Hemsworth movies is the remake of Red Dawn.
I haven't seen that.
Me
Oh,
neither.
it's really good. So it has Chris Hemsworth in it and Josh Peck,
really.
actually, from like Drake and Josh.
Yeah.
I like how Josh Peck, like 10 years ago, everybody's like, Josh Peck got hot. And then like 10 years later, I'm like, I don't think he did.
Yeah, I don't think
He
got
just
skinny.
lost weight.
Like,
That's all he did.
He got regular.
Yeah.
He got regular.
He
And
got all
honestly-
regular looking.
Made him less funny. I hate to be that guy that said, if you
Well, he
lose
doesn't
weight-
do comedy stuff anymore.
No, well, he was in Fuller House, which
Was
was
he?
surprisingly fucking fantastic.
Fuller House. I've not watched any
yeah,
of
I
that.
The
started
Full
watching-
House
yeah.
reboot.
Well, I know what
Yeah.
it is. I just
Okay,
never watched
so
any of it.
I would have never chosen to watch that, but my kids did,
Yeah.
and it rips.
Is it
It's
good?
really funny.
Well, 'cause-
and he makes like a guest appearance, and
Yeah.
his episode he's really funny. in
Didn't
it.
everybody come back except for the Olsen twins?
Yeah, because they're
For at least a little
crack
bit.
or something.
Just like the Rosie O'Donnell. What was that show?
Roseanne.
Roseanne, yeah.
She said racist shit or something.
Well, yeah, she was back, and then they killed her off after like 6 episodes,
Yeah,
and it was
she's
the
like-
#1 show on TV.
because she said words that Trevor says.
Yeah. Well, she did some crazy shit. She did some crazy shit, but
Her and Trevor were like in, and she's like, yeah, in.
That's what happens when you just weigh that much.
Yeah, yeah. When you're a big person, it just
When you have
squeezes it out
8
of you.
tits like a pregnant dog, Trevor.
Do you want to know?
Oh.
Hey, let's talk about someone who has some weight on him. Lizzo is it Lizzo?
Lizzo,
Yeah.
yeah. New man.
you know
on the
she's got like
Minnesota
a,
Vikings?
Fun fact: we have the same birthday.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you know she's got like a lawsuit going against her
For what?
for workplace?
Oh yeah. Because
not workplace violence, but workplace
She was body shaming.
body. She was body shaming.
She called her backup dancers
Fat.
fat, dude.
When? Is
Like
this
she,
vetted?
recent.
yeah, she said that. Well, and there's recent like people that have been let go as backup dancers because they started getting too much weight.
Yeah.
She's like, how am I supposed to dance up here with jelly tits taking up all the room?
Yeah. Of all people, she's supposed to be the body positivity one.
You know what?
Did you hear that she was making people like put food objects? Like this isn't like on stage or anything. This is like behind the scenes,
After parties.
after parties and stuff.
Yeah.
Making like people stick food up their ass.
They
and
didn't
up
like
their
that?
fucking taint, or up their taint. Wow, up their fucking pussy and shit.
They didn't like that?
I guess not.
Well, no, it's like shrimp and fucking weird ass shit.
Man, people just like
People are bitches, right?
yeah, dude, because it's like, hey, stick it up your ass and make all that money.
Right. I wonder how much
I don't
they
think she was
actually
paying
paid
for him.
Hey,
They're paying
Dylan,
for it.
if somebody was like, hey, you can keep doing what you're doing for $60,000 a year for the rest of your life, or hey, I got an idea. Lizzo will have you come work for her, and you'll dance around, do some fun stuff, and then late at night, sometimes she likes you to take shrimp cocktail and put it in your butt crack. Goodbye, Frito-Lay. I'm putting shrimp in my ass, dude.
I would too. Yeah.
No,
It's like I'm not sitting there thinking, oh, fuck,
Not for
like,
her.
I got this to do tomorrow. I got displays to build. No, I'm gonna put a piece of shrimp in my ass, and then I'm gonna go from fucking.
you're assuming
I'm going to
they're
Detroit
getting paid
tomorrow.
for that.
That's cool.
Look up how much
They
make.
work for it, don't they?
I don't think they're getting paid for the shrimp up the ass.
Not that specifically,
I don't know
but
what it
they're
is.
there
I gotta
because
look, actually
that's
gotta
their
look it up.
job.
I heard about it. I didn't really like.
I go out, do a
in-depth
little
research
dance,
on
get
it.
paid, go backstage, put a shrimp up my ass, and call it a night.
Yeah.
I ain't gay. I don't care.
I ain't gay. There was another show that was a reboot that Josh Peck was on. And now I can't remember what it was. Oh, How I Met Your Father.
I've never even heard of
It's
it.
not a reboot. It's a follow-up to How I Met Your Mother.
But it sucks.
It's actually pretty good. I
Is it?
started watching it. And Hillary Duff is the...
Lizzo wants you to stop talking about her body.
Does she now?
I don't care.
She should stop being... Well,
Lizzo
I don't-
bears bum.
I
and
don't
pink thumb.
think I
Click
want
it! Click it, please!
Not because I don't want it on my computer. It's because I just don't want to fucking see
Click
it.
it.
click it.
We want to see
Oh,
it.
this is gonna be awful.
Fat ass alligator.
She's still feeling good as hell.
Where's the feeling good as hell?
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I thought it was gonna look like. And I'm,
Oh yeah, look at that,
I'm
I
not-
bet you that's what Trevor's ass looks like.
yeah, black too.
dude. It's like
Because it's covered in shit because he can't reach it.
she could. No, go back to the picture.
Yeah, quit being a...
It says she's wearing a pink thong, right?
Where's the thong?
Prove it. There.
It ate
She
it.
could also be wearing nothing, and that's the same fucking picture.
Dude, she's not...
Oh, she's got those flapjacks. Up
Yeah, I
top,
know.
dude.
Yeah. Ugh. That's my least favorite, dude.
Okay,
A fried egg on a nail or whatever.
Yeah, it's just they're just hanging there barely. I always wonder what the underside looks like.
I really like her music.
I
I,
bet
have
if-
one of her records on vinyl.
Do you really? Is it the first
right.
one?
Because if I ever mention, like, if Courtney
Former
asks me
Lizzo dancers
what I
were-
want for Christmas, and I'm even jokingly mention something, I
Yeah.
guess I said I want a Lizzo record,
And somebody got it for you.
and she did.
Who?
Courtney.
Oh, I think you meant Lizzo.
Yeah, Lizzo just sent it to me.
Yeah. You know, like you seem like you would be like her type.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
if I ever met her, I'd be like, Lizzo, we have the same birthday. And she'd be like, you got a girlfriend?
You got a girl?
Be like, yeah, I'm married. She's like, what do you do now?
She just skips over it.
Yeah, just ignores what I said.
I learned of somebody that I share a birthday with recently. And nobody knows his name. He was the guy that stayed
Rob Schneider.
Yep, that's true. But he was the guy that stayed on the spacecraft when they went to the moon for the first time. So there was Neil Armstrong and
Buzz Aldrin.
Buzz Aldrin, and then the third guy. It's share a birthday with him.
Ricky.
His name's not Ricky.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
Ricky Anderson.
I think it's like Michael something.
Ricky Anderson.
It's not Ricky Anderson.
I think it was. I don't know.
okay, here it is. So, obviously, the fat shaming thing about her backup dancers. At the club, Lizzo allegedly began inviting cast members to take turns touching the nude performers, catching dildos launched from the performers' vaginas, and eating bananas protruding from the performers' vaginas. Lizzo then turned her attention to Miss Davis and began pressuring Miss Davis to touch the breast of one of the nude women.
Oh no, dang it.
Oh no, dang it. I mean,
Don't make me touch the breasts of the nude women.
oh no.
I
Don't-
only make
don't-
fucking $400K a year.
Well, I mean,
Michael Collins. Anyway,
I actually don't know at all. They might be poorly paid, and that was probably an uncomfortable situation.
How much
but
do
for
they
the
make?
sake of the podcast, I think these people have never worked a shitty, actual, real day-to-day job. Is what I think. Because
Yeah,
if
that's
I
true.
had to,
I don't know. I
shoot-
mean, if she's paying to take everyone to the strip club, is it really that bad?
it's like, dude.
Did it
All
say
right,
how
I
much they
dance. I make the
I-
money. I shoot a banana out of my vagina. I call it a day.
yeah,
Fucking suck it up, people.
serious.
Jesus.
That's actually one of the top Google searches.
Because everybody's seeing if it's worth it or not.
Dude, that's hilarious. Everybody's having the same conversation we are. Right there, drop down. Go up top, drop down. On the top question, how much do background dancers get paid?
Oh, not great.
Still good
not
enough for
great.
me to do it.
I'm still about as much as I'm making.
Dude, all you got to do, right? So you're making that as a backup dancer, right?
And for reference, that is
Left
between
shark.
30,000 and 46,000 a year.
Left shark it.
Katy Perry left shark.
You're up on the stage with one of the most famous people in the world. Fucking go for it.
Plus, they can't have that many bills, right? They probably don't have a house.
You
or
know what I'm
anything.
doing? I'm dancing behind
I gotta
Lizzo.
pee again.
Pull your shorts down and just start windmilling.
We were just out there.
I know. I gotta go again.
Yeah, I'm
That's
already
fucking good.
It's knocking on the
Tiny
door for me,
bladder.
too.
Tiny bladder. Well,
He might have cancer.
he just might have a tiny bladder. I don't. So, would you eat a banana out of a dancer's vagina? Out of their pussy, there's a banana sticking out of there, and you had to.
I mean, that's fucking gross. But if you're, I don't know. I feel like people are just being. I mean, if she's like, if
She's
I'm like,
pressuring him into doing
if
it.
I'm like, I don't want to do that, and she's like, yeah, you got to do that. You got to fucking do that, or you're fucking fired. Yeah, it's not cool. I mean, like, let's be real. It's not cool.
No, it's not.
But
But I mean, fat girls aren't cool in the first place. So
she's like, well, I'm not gonna eat the banana. If that was a snack pack in there, I might fucking go for him.
I'll flurp it right up.
Yeah, give me a straw.
Maybe it was a corn on the cob with extra butter.
I feel like she'd be like, give me a straw, but make sure it's a paper straw. I don't want to fuck up the turtles from this vagina pudding.
Well, that term vagina pudding just is.
I don't
It's
want to fuck up the
excellent
turtles
term.
from all the vagina pudding.
Ew.
I can say for sure when I woke up this morning, I never thought I'd say that.
That's yeah, that's something I don't think I'd ever would have said. Even it's not something that would even touch my
Did you
vocabulary.
pee already?
Yeah.
Where?
Outside.
He's like, psst, psst, done. That's all I needed.
Yeah, that's probably what it was too.
No, this is a stream, dude.
Yeah, I'm sure.
What?
I pushed hard.
I saw a fucking meme on Facebook or something. One of the I think it was Twitter, and it was like today I fucked up by using the bathroom. Oh, it was on Reddit. And it said today I fucked up by using the bathroom, and I was like, okay, I want to read this story because that's a very vague title. Well, guy was on a date, and they went back to the girl's house, and they were just Netflix and chilling, right? Or whatever you do at a house nowadays with your Tinder date. But he went to use the bathroom, and when he was peeing, he pushed extra hard to make it sound like he had a bigger dick because of how much was coming out.
Just like,
And he pushed so hard, he shit himself.
oh my god.
Like,
Oh,
I feel like you feel like. Have you ever done that where you're like, you start peeing, and you're like, oh, I also have to sit, but it's too late. And so you're like, or you don't have the opportunity to shit at the moment. And so you're like trying to stop the shit at the same time
yeah.
you're trying to let the pee out. And so
Yeah.
you're doing this like, just for a second, like, and you're like, man, in a perfect world, I would just pull my pants all the way down, shit and piss all over the place. Like,
Yeah, I pinched it off
Like
and
a
turned
fucking-
around before.
dude, you've shit your pants so many times.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying I've saved it. The close saves were more frequent. Yeah,
So the only time I've ever had an issue like that was when I've recently changed my.
wasn't he just making fun of me for this?
Yeah, as soon as you left, he's like, "Yeah, I gotta go too."
Oh,
I recently changed how much gas station food I'm eating,
that's good.
and I've actually mostly cut it out
That's
because
good.
it's just I know it's bad, and when I say gas station food, I mean like the fried foods and stuff. Because I'll still get like a small little bag of chips just for a little bit of a snack throughout the day.
Sure, yeah.
But so I cut that out. Well, a week or two ago, I was just like, oh fuck, I didn't eat dinner the night before, so I was
Real hungry.
I'm real hungry. So I was
Real
like,
hungry.
I got a breakfast sandwich. Really good, honestly. God damn,
Holy
your dogs
shit.
are going insane.
That just sounded like really bad for a second there.
Yeah. But it didn't sit well with me. Like as soon as I was done eating it, my stomach went.
What did you get? Sorry.
It was just like a breakfast sandwich. It was
Okay. What the fuck, dude?
Did you see what I saw?
Yeah, what, did he just run by with his pants down?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, I
He
didn't
crab
see
walked
that.
past.
Who did?
He crab walked?
Yeah.
I thought he was standing straight up. Were you crab walking? Oh my god.
And
Those pickups
That
sound
was
really good.
amazing. Okay, sorry.
Hey,
So-
you know what? Wasn't our microphones that got?
Yeah, it's true.
Enjoy pink eye,
the,
Gavin.
the sandwich
Yeah.
sandwich didn't sit well with me. It
Yeah.
was like a breakfast sandwich. It was actually they used French toast as the bread, so it was fucking delicious.
Like a griddle thing.
yeah, it was fucking delicious.
Trevor's like, listen to the podcast right now. Oh, now I'm gonna get my dick out.
But it didn't sit well with me
Uh-huh.
because I hadn't had that greasy gas station food for a while. And about 20 minutes later, not even that, my stomach's going.
Oh no.
And I'm like, fuck, it's talking. Fucking.
Dude, what happened upstairs?
I don't know. I thought that was you going upstairs to use the bathroom.
I was still midstream when they freaked out.
That's probably what they freaked out about.
Blake's dogs are going off upstairs.
Dude,
right
Yeah.
it honestly like kind of startled us.
It did. I was like, holy shit.
Okay, I'm going to check.
Yeah, I would check. That's big noise.
Oh.
That
It sounds like a dog fight.
yeah, dude. He's got
Yeah, shit.
3 big ass dogs and 3 tiny dogs, so it's like that sounds like chaos right now.
Yeah. Hopefully it's nothing like serious. Like,
Like Frankie ate fucking Dean or something.
yeah, or Frankie finally got fed up with fucking Georgie picking on him.
Just like, you know what? It'd be cooler if you weren't alive.
So I'll go ahead and finish the story while Blake's doing that. So that sandwich didn't sit well with me. This is going back to the whole pissing and like,
Shitting at the
same time. Well, I was like, okay, my stomach, that's fine. I didn't think anything of it. I went to go pee. As I'm peeing, I start
Oh no.
getting a little sneeze.
Oh shit, this is the worst time for that.
And I'm like, oh man. And I just go,
I got the same feeling as I feel like when you're watching A Silent Place. Like, no, don't do it.
everything good?
Everybody's dead. Okay, sorry. That's a pretty explainable. So I want to hear the rest of your story here in a second, but so Frankie, our bully, right? We took him to the vet. He had a yeast infection in his ear.
Isn't that for pussies?
I thought. And he had a pretty bad infection in his ear. He was shaking a lot. And we finally like, what the fuck is wrong with him? It was so annoying because he was shaking like every couple minutes, like violently, you know? And so we took him to the vet. He got put on medication. And then like it takes a long time to get it all out. It's way better. but we have these like little ear wipe things for him, and you gotta like it's like a little round thing, and you gotta stick it in his ear and like wipe it around like every day, right? Do it. He just kind of whimpers a little bit, like he's just kind of annoyed, but he's fine, right? Whenever Amanda does it, he squeals like he's getting beat to death.
Dude, do you know what this means?
Wait, what?
What does it mean?
I just want to make sure you both are thinking it before I say it.
No,
He's racist.
Yeah, okay, I was thinking it. Yeah,
Because
Okay.
Blake's wife is, say it with me, everyone,
Asian
Japan.
shit.
Okay.
God,
we all
make
said
sure I get it
she's
wrong every time.
Japanese, isn't she? And he isn't really okay with that.
Dude,
Don't-
Dylan's
don't
done
shit.
this
Dude,
lately.
Frankie's like, God damn, she's going fucking Hiroshima on my ears right now.
Dylan's doing this thing lately where he does this build up and he goes, say it with me, right? And you try and guess. I try and guess every time. Everybody else just freezes.
I
And
tried to
he-
guess. I said Asian, and I'm like,
He
well,
makes
you're
sure
close.
that you get it wrong. He's like,
What
goes,
did you say?
I said Asian.
Oh,
Yeah.
and you said Asian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
I assumed you guys were gonna say Japanese. and
I thought
so
about
I
that.
said Japan.
Yeah, I thought about that, but I feel like you think, what's the obvious thing to say? So then you say something totally different just to make sure I never get it right.
That
Yeah.
time I shifted because I was afraid you guys were both gonna say Japanese.
Yeah,
One time
yeah.
I'm just gonna let everybody say the same thing.
Yeah.
I said Japan though, and I want you to know that only popped in my mind because we were talking to my son, and he
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
understand the difference between Chinese people, Japanese people, Korean, anything like that. And he's like, another thing that I like, we're talking about Pokemon, and he's all confused. And then he's like, and we're trying to explain to him, Aunt Amanda is from Japan. So and he's like, yeah, that's right. She's half Japan.
She's half Japan. That's funny.
Dude, it's funny just like when you just talk to somebody that just doesn't know something, right? So they're just, he's from,
Well, it's so funny.
she's
'cause
at Japan.
But anyway, okay.
Okay,
Zach
so my story.
eats the sandwich, goes to.
I go to go pee,
Yeah.
and
Piss is a sandwich.
miss midstream. My nose starts. Oh God, I'm gonna sneeze.
Oh, no.
And I hold it back, and finally it just comes, and I just, and then I don't do the whole achoo. I like hold it in, but
Your dad sneezed it.
my dad
Where you
sneezed
go?
it. I did that, yeah. But it made my whole body convulse, which made the upset stomach go,
Oh, my God.
and it was
Oh, my
it was the most
dude.
liquidy, like it felt like I pissed the back of my pants kind of shit. And
Was it a lot?
yeah,
I feel like
it was enough that
it's
it
like
was
you were
enough.
a human Alka-Seltzer.
Yeah,
Dude, you just, so you're peeing, you hold a sneeze, you shit your pants.
I turned into a human gusher. Yeah,
When was this?
about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, my God.
That's really
What did you
wrestling.
do?
What did I do?
How did you address the situation?
How did I address this?
Where
situation?
were you?
I was at the Good to Go in Blackfoot.
Oh,
Oh,
working
fuck.
I was at work. Yeah, because
in Blackfoot.
because my routes
So
in
you had to
Blackfoot.
drive 28 miles on that.
No, fuck no. I wasn't gonna keep those underwear on.
You threw your
Oh.
underwear away.
I threw my underwear away and went commando. I put it in a box of beer, an empty box of beer, and tossed it in Good to Go's dumpster.
There you go. Oh, my God. How did
So
you...
if you're
how
in
did- how did
Blackfoot and you
so-
drink a fucking Coors in the last 2 weeks, it was delivered by an underwearless man who shit himself in the bathroom.
Did you... So
Yep.
how did you get your shitty underwear to a beer box? Because you're going from the bathroom.
So
You didn't have a beer box in there.
Dude, he's just fucking. He just runs out of the bathroom.
Can you
all the-
imagine?
Guys, look out! I shit in these, and I need to put them in a box.
Or he
and
just-
everybody's staring at him while he's like with his
So, I
pants
mean-
still down and his dick out, and he's got these shitty underwear. Like just fucking, give me that box, stat. And they hand it, and he throws it in there. Like, look, now it's Bud Light. I'll be right back. Fucking dick just flopping around.
Dude,
It's like he didn't even wipe yet.
I picture him running out with him in two
And
fingers.
nobody gives a fuck because it's, say it with me, everyone, Blackfoot. Oh,
I wasn't even.
I
Gonna
didn't
try.
get that one.
I wasn't even going to try.
I just picture him running out with it in two fingers going, I made duties.
So here's what I did.
So how did you, how did
here's
you
what I
get them?
a lot of paper towels, and I
So you
wrapped
walked
it
out
up
with
nice.
a wad of paper?
No, I wrapped it up nice and tight
Okay.
and put it in the trash in
I
there,
keep having visions.
and then
Dude, imagine you wrap it up
because
nice
this is
and
early,
tight
early in the morning.
in the
Early,
fucking paper
So I'm
towels,
like,
and he like
it's just me
casually
and the
walks
workers
out.
there, right? And all the workers are girls,
Yeah.
so they're not going to use the men's restroom. So I set it in the garbage can, and then I go. Well, then I go to the cooler, and I grab an empty box. And I
you
just
went in and got it again?
went in, got it again, put it in there.
Why didn't you
and a
just
bunch of
leave
other-
it in the trash?
So, okay, here's the thing. If I would have done that
Yeah.
and someone went in there
Early.
earlier
They
and
would have
came
known.
back out and said, "Hey,
Oh, okay.
there's some underwear, some shitty underwear in the fucking trash."
Like, hey, the only man that's been in here all day is
There's the Coors guy.
Dude, imagine you wadded them up super tight in the paper towels. I just keep getting visions of this being so fucking funny. And you walk out and you're like, I'm just going to pretend it's paper towels and I'll toss it. And he goes to toss it and the paper towels go like, do this number, and the shitty underwear just flap onto the ground. And he's like, oh no, what happened?
Oh, no.
And so I
Who shit my pants?
walked in there with the box, tossed it in the box, and then I also just and I put the whole bag because it was put the whole bag in the box.
So they go in there next, and
So-
they go in there early, and they're like, "Who the fuck stole the trash bag?"
If you're wondering if your local supplier of literally anything ever shits his pants while he's at work, yes, he does.
It happens.
Because he had a tummy ache.
Hey, yeah, and it's because I'm changing my life in a good way, and then I decided I wanted a gas station sandwich.
Sandwich.
Where'd you
And-
buy it from?
From Good to Go. It was from Good to Go.
In
So-
Blackfoot?
Yeah. I mean, I bought it.
That's fast, dude. From
Dude,
the time you
20
buy
minutes.
the sandwich,
I
eat
don't
the
think
sandwich.
that's not
20 minutes, maybe 30, 40 minutes.
My
that's
stomach-
not
my-
so that's not what did it.
No,
my-
it is.
No,
Because I didn't eat the day before. And that's why I actually got a gas station sandwich because I
So
was
That's
hungry.
still sitting in your tummy though.
what he's saying is you didn't digest the sandwich in 20 minutes, but what it did was it upset your stomach, and your stomach was like, I got to get rid of this, and then it just shit out a bunch of
Like-
shit.
Yeah, no,
Like
that's
the
exactly what
sandwich
happened.
is still in Sector 1. What do we have? I'm not sure. Beef stroganoff from 2 nights ago. Get rid of it.
Yeah, that's
Evacuate.
beef stroganoff and mostly liquid.
Because my stomach gets upset like that with stuff, and I know that I'm not shitting out what just bothered me.
And the lead stomach biome was like, what's up with Zac and stroganoff?
You know what's funny? I had spaghetti the couple nights before, so close to beef stroganoff.
That's disgusting. I don't know why that made it grosser.
You know when you blow on those party things and like that? That was his asshole.
Can you?
Well,
Well, the
spaghetti.
streamers were my hair. Was my hair?
I picture
Oh, I thought spaghetti, but I like hair too.
your visions that you keep having. I just had one, right? They decide that they're like sweeping or mopping. They happen to walk by the door of the men's restroom, and they hear like a steady piss stream, and then a oh no.
Oh no, I'm bald and now this.
So I kept my cool because I wanted to be like,
Well, you shouldn't freak out.
fuck. I was like, I
You
was
just
freaking
run
out.
of there.
Well, okay.
Oh,
I
no!
was freaking out, and I'm just glad it was one of those bathrooms that is like a single bathroom, like you close the door and lock it.
I shit my pants and it opened up my eyes. I shit my pants.
Like you guys have had it where you got that watery diarrhea and it's in the back of your pants. You sit down and it's just like,
Yeah. Yep.
ugh.
Yep.
I wasn't dealing with that all day, nor was I gonna smell like that all fucking day.
You can't. You can't do it.
Yeah,
Yeah. So did
So-
you audibly say anything when the shit came out?
when the shit came, no.
You
Oh,
just
no.
you just had that panicked look on your face. What I wonder is like how long you stood there, like
It was. I probably stood there like that for a good 15
Dude,
seconds
I
as
keep
I would
getting
continue
visions,
pissing.
right? So he's sitting there pissing like, Christmas came early.
By himself is even weirder.
Looks like Christmas came early this year.
Oh, here. Oh, another vision.
The Dow's down 2.5.
Here's my favorite. He's in there. I'm a father.
What? I'm a father.
I'm a father.
Yeah, fuck Bud Light.
It's like somebody's dad shit his pants while standing at the urinal.
I'm just glad
Other men have
dude,
won
could you-
Medal of Honors.
Could you imagine if I was one of those guys that would be like pants around the knees when I'm pissing?
God.
Imagine what would have happened to that floor.
Oh, dude. Well, it would have been easier for you.
No, fuck it wouldn't have.
Would you have like wiped it up with paper towels?
Oh, look, that's the only thing I would have had in there.
Yeah.
And I don't think I could wipe up my own poop.
And then he like turns around panicking, trying to put it in the trash. He slips on the shit and falls into it.
Yeah.
You make that noise too. They just hear this chaos in the bathroom.
Well,
He's
you know
like,
the shitty part was?
oh no.
So that was on a Friday. The Tuesday before that is the Tuesday that I got at the same Good to Go, completely covered in Four Loko. So,
Oh, well, that's a better day.
Wait, he's peeing.
so it was in the same week.
More like Pooh's Day.
In the same week, I had to take a hobo bath there twice.
A hobo bath there twice. Oh, because of the
Four Loko, and then because I had to wash my ass.
After the Four Loko one, you're like, at least it can't get any worse than this.
Yeah. And then after all this happened, I went to Pick Me Up because that Good to Go shares a building with Pick Me Up.
Right.
And I'm drinking Pick Me Up.
So you
And I
shit your pants? Wait, let me get this straight. You shit your pants, hid the evidence, finished doing whatever you were doing, and we're like, I'm thirsty.
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, I
What'd you
deserve
get
it.
at Pick Me Up?
It's called I don't know. It's Dr. Pepper, coconut, and pineapple.
Ew.
I don't know. It was fucking good. It was something new I was trying.
Just
It was pretty good.
It's just a dirty Dr. Pepper. It's a dirty drink.
I'm not familiar with Pick Me Up that much.
My favorite drink there, it's tied between two of them. One's called Shark Week.
Shark Week.
Shark Week is right because that's what I did,
Dude.
But Shark Week, it's a Sprite mix,
Uh-huh.
and then one's called Sugar Plum Fairy. I
You
don't
would.
choose these dude.
Sugar bum.
Dude.
You're like dun dun dun. Shit my pants.
The Sugar Plum Fairy is Dr. Pepper, coconut cream, because all their drinks have coconut cream in it.
Hey, that's the same thing.
and
that you
then
said
it's got
before. Have you ever given a thought to maybe coconut and Dr. Pepper make shit your pants?
no, it was the gas station sandwich. I've only shit my pants one time at work.
That's pretty
And-
good.
That's one more than I have.
Blake?
That's 3 less than
Ow.
Blake.
Yeah, I
has.
was gonna say.
I can't recall.
My favorite is the time you shit yourself in the shower.
Oh, yeah, that one was bad. I mean, it's pretty good, though. It's a good place to do
I
it.
mean,
Did you just fucking waffle stomp it
it
down?
could not be more convenient, but it could not be more hilarious.
It just
either.
kind of sprayed itself down because it was kind of liquidy. You're familiar.
Yeah, fuck, I'm familiar.
But, yeah, it wasn't really like totally solid, but I just like was like, I got to fart, and I farted some shit out.
It was.
Dylan's having a fucking heart attack. I'm sorry.
From the beginning of time to the end of time, the phrase fart some shit out.
Oh, man.
It's just pooping. It's just pooping. But when you say farts,
Just gonna fart some shit out. Yeah, just farted some shit out. Yeah, it was.
Fucking crying,
Let me guess.
dude.
Watery with a little bit of speckly.
It was like you took a cup of
He
pudding
just
and
so
just slapped it
casually
on the
said,
floor.
you know, I just farted some shit. That's just shitting. That's just shitting.
I'm pretty sure I actually know where I got that.
I farted some shit out.
Dylan kicked him with his long leg.
I'm sorry, dude.
I'm pretty sure I know where I got that. There's a comedian, Kyle Kanan. He had his stupid teenage son said to him once. He's like, his son comes up to him and says like, "Oh, I just burped up some puke." He's like, "You burped up some puke?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "No,
You mean you
didn't."
puked?
He's like, "You just puked." And he was like, "You wouldn't say like, you wouldn't go to the bathroom and say I farted out some shit."
Man.
I don't know why that's so fucking funny.
Oh,
It's just one of
shit.
those things that just hits you at the right
I
time.
farted
Guys,
out
that
some
was
shit.
about a
I just
solid.
farted some shit out.
That was like a solid 30 seconds of us laughing and saying absolutely nothing.
You know
One of
what,
my
though?
favorite-
You know what though? As a listener of every episode of this podcast, I guarantee you, if I'm listening to this, I'm laughing. the
I'm gonna
whole
laugh
time.
too. Yeah, I'm gonna laugh just as hard.
You know how many
listening to
times I've had to back 15 because I've been laughing and missed some shit.
One of my favorite times that happened on a podcast, a big podcast, The Fighter and the Kid. Do you know what I'm talking about, Dylan?
Oh, I'm Penelope. I'm so cool.
Look up The Fighter and the Kid. I'm Penelope. I'm so cool. Dude, this shit, every time I see it, it's like 5 years old at this point. Every time I see it,
You
I
can
fucking,
watch it 100 times. It's
I
still
die laughing.
It's a pretty common search.
It is.
Well, what's her name?
Okay, just watch this.
Mandy.
Mandy? Okay.
No, let's say her name is Penelope.
Penelope? Okay. So, first time having sex. I'm doing it right before
You haven't put it in there yet.
No, but I don't say
I make
much.
it nice.
I just
Okay.
like kiss and I make it nice and I fucking, I make sure to like look at him and use a lot of eye contact and then right before I climax. What's her name?
Penelope.
Okay, I go like this. Right before I climax, I go like this. Oh, I'm Penelope. I'm so cool.
Watch. Watch Crystalia.
Oh, damn.
Oh my God.
Dying.
Ah, fuck! What an idiot.
Hey, that's the
Dude, I
that is
remember
the
listening
setup
to,
I want our podcast to have.
yeah, that would
Something
be
like that.
sick. Only
Even
like,
if we went back to one camera.
no
to do that?
Yeah, but me and you get the chairs, and Gavin and Trevor get the couch. Trevor would need a couch anyway.
Well, I'm
But-
saying even if we all had just chairs like that.
No, only us two. We got to put ourselves above them, like we, belong.
Well, I mean, we would still could even use two cameras that way too.
Yeah, but like even like this, I mean, 3/4 of Trevor wouldn't fit in, but
Yeah.
and then Gavin would be pushed up against that table. But can you imagine me and you like that, just running shit?
Oh yeah.
That'd be awesome.
But see, the thing about that is
Oh fuck, that made me laugh so hard. Still,
Think
dude,
about
I've
that
watched
kinda
that thing
setup is,
100 times.
I don't know how I'd run the podcast. We would have to have our.
We need a producer.
Can you imagine how fucked up it would be if Trevor shit himself in public?
Oh my god, dude, somebody would die.
I actually got a.
Here, picture this really quick.
He's all out of options right away.
Same scenario, right? He's standing at the urinal, and he's holding what I would imagine is a tiny little pecker, and then he sneezes, does the right, and he shits. What's the word that he yells?
Probably the one that he said
Probably
earlier.
the one you said earlier on the podcast.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Anyway, took you guys a second. Yeah. Anyway,
I feel like his penis looks like when you walk outside and it's brisk and you put your hood up.
oh god.
Oh my god! Now that image just won't go away.
Yeah, it was
That's pretty gross. Yeah.
Hey, do you know what?
It just tucks right in there.
There ain't much to tuck.
Not really.
You're like, his penis is like, ooh, autumn's here. October already?
Oh man. Man, I was just
I-
talking about shitting in the shower too.
Are we gonna? Should we tell Dylan about Trevor's last drunken night?
Oh yeah. Let me think. Jog my memory a little bit.
The one where he passed out in a yard.
In a yard? Oh,
Did you not hear about this one?
hang on.
It was after the night of Keith's birthday party.
Oh yeah. And yeah. Okay, you tell him.
All right, so we get together for our friend Jacqueline, her dad's birthday. Keith, right? You know Keith.
Her birthday?
You
His
said
birthday.
that so weird.
Yeah. Sorry.
Her dad's birthday, Keith, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry.
Biden, continue.
And then Anyways, so
Dr. Curtly
you know
Leg
Keith,
hair.
right?
Yeah. Keith's the shit.
Oh yeah, he's fucking awesome. We get together for his birthday, and we're getting drunk. That's as you do at a party like that. Well, we decide. Trevor's like, let's go to the bar, and so the three of us go to the bar.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Well, at the bar, Trevor pays for all of us because he's rolling in that money somehow.
Yeah, he's drunk and he's like, everybody's getting a shot. Not like everybody in the bar, but he makes us get a drink and a shot.
I don't-
I'm eating a hot dog on the way back to the house.
Dude,
I
he's
don't-
already shit house though.
Oh, yeah.
Like he's so much drunker than us.
Yeah, and so I order my drink, Jack and Coke. I think we all got Jack and Cokes.
Yep.
And Trevor gets a shot and Blake gets a shot. I'm not taking a shot. I don't do
What?
shooters anymore.
It was Tawaka.
What?
Vodka.
It's vanilla whiskey.
Tawaka is a vodka.
No, it's not.
Tawaka's a vodka.
I assure you, I've taken a while.
Tawaka's a
Maybe I don't know then.
Yeah, it's a vanilla
But,
whiskey.
I didn't take a shot because I didn't want to.
But
Dude,
they
so good.
so we're just sitting there and Trevor has another shot. And he has like 3 or 4 while we're there.
Did he have that many?
Yeah.
Oh,
he just
well, that
kept getting
explains
them.
a lot.
But then he takes Blake's drink and drinks about a quarter of what's left of Blake's drink.
Because they made it. She was like, "Oh, you got the end of the bottle, so you're getting some extra."
Oh,
And I
they
took-
were strong.
I took a sip of this. I was like, "Dude, you could light this on fire." It was
Yeah.
so strong.
We're at the it was.
It didn't taste good.
I had
It
to
was so
drink a
strong.
little bit of mine down and be like, "Can I get another splash of Coke in
did
that?"
too.
Because
and it was still strong. We both got extra Coke in there, and it was still strong.
Yep.
You're like, listen, sweetheart, I shit my pants last week, and
I don't want to
need
do
a
that
little
again.
Coke.
Yeah.
But it was Don's Lounge. They already make their drinks strong. But then
Zach runs into the bar. We hear him sneeze, and he goes, "Oh, not again!"
oh,
no!
twice in 1 week.
Oh man.
So Trevor drinks a quarter of Blake's. I only have a quarter of mine drank, and we're getting ready to leave. And I'm like, Trevor's like, "Oh, takes mine and finishes 3/4, like the rest of mine."
house is it?
House,
So he has the equivalent of like
like
close to 5 shots.
So yeah, he had 4 shots
Mhm.
or 3 shots, and then we each probably had a shot and a half in our drinks. or
Yeah, he
more.
didn't get that much from mine, but like total, almost 5 shots probably.
And he was already pretty drunk.
Yeah.
Well, we leave the bar and we're like, all right, we're walking back over to Keith's house because it ain't far from the main street bars. And Trevor's like, no, I'm calling my mom.
Because he didn't want to walk.
Because he didn't want to walk. And his
Shocking.
mom was at the party too, with his truck. And she actually gave us a ride to the bar.
Trevor's mom was at Keith's house?
Yeah.
Yeah. She comes to those all the time.
Yeah. And I don't blame
met
her.
her? I've never met her.
You
She was
might
at
have.
Thanksgiving here one year.
I've never been here for Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's right.
She's a sweet lady. Her
Yeah, she's
name's
awesome.
Marilyn. She's really sweet. But she's coming out more often with Trevor, and I don't blame her after losing her husband. So.
Oh, yeah.
So, but Trevor gets, is like, oh no, I'm gonna call my mom, and we're like, whatever, Trevor, we're walking. And
When was this?
This was
2 Fridays ago? No,
Yeah.
last Friday.
a week and a
Oh.
half ago.
Okay, so very,
Two weekends. 2 weeks ago this weekend. Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
recently.
Yeah.
Very recently.
Okay.
So we're walking, and we're down the street. We turned the corner, went down the street. We were good. What do you think? A block away by then?
Yeah.
And Trevor's mom comes up the street, and she stops at us first. And she's like, do you want to ride? We're like, no, we're already halfway. We're more than halfway there. And we're like, Trevor's still probably standing outside the bar. You might want to go pick him up.
I had another vision.
But
She stops, looks at you. Do you want to ride? You're like, no, we're already halfway. No, shit your pants again. Like, no, I'll take that ride.
I'll take the ride.
But
So he waited at the bar,
I waited outside of the bar.
and you guys were like, fuck you.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
just started walking.
Well, because he wasn't, he didn't even try to walk with us. Which, honestly, now that I see it, I don't think he would have made it back.
Because if he would have fallen, we would have left him.
Well, he would have fucked the sidewalk all up and
Yeah. It would've
So
been bad.
we get back, and then they get back, like directly after us. When I wondered what took him so long, well, it's probably because Trevor had a hard time probably getting into his truck, because he couldn't get back
he's
out.
fat. Oh,
He was like passing out in the passenger seat, and Blake and I we're telling him, get the fuck out of the truck. Let's go drink some more. He's like, no. And it had started hitting by then, like
Yeah,
heavy.
he's like starting to do the.
Was he drinking at the house before?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
He was
he was-
already way drunk. when
Oh,
we
okay.
went to
I
the
was
bar.
gonna say Jesus.
No. We rip him out of the truck, and he falls to the ground.
Earthquake.
And then his girlfriend comes up. We're actually going home.
Yeah, we're leaving.
His
We're like,
girlfriend. You got a new girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah,
she's
her
very
name's
cool.
Claire. Is it Clara?
Clara.
Or Clara.
It's Clara.
Clara. Okay. She's really cool. I didn't mean that as like I don't listen to her name as I didn't know if it was Claire or Clara.
Right. I
Um,
mixed it up a few times, but
she's like, yeah, we're taking him home, and I'm like,
we're like,
fuck,
shit.
because it took a minute to get him out.
To get him
Well-
in.
Oh
Another
no!
thing
When we
altogether.
ripped him
different
out,
story.
when we ripped him out, it took us even a minute to rip him out because he's a heavy boy.
Yeah.
Getting him back in was marginally harder
yeah.
because he couldn't fucking stand.
Yeah.
How did you do it?
I just deadlifted his ass.
Yeah.
And then we just stuffed him in there.
Got him in there and everything,
Yeah.
and we're telling him, be nice to your girlfriend, be nice to your mom when you get back, and then or be nice because we thought his mom was driving him back.
Well, he's just being a drunk
He
asshole.
just calls
And-
him in the N word.
And Clara was like, or Marilyn was like, oh, I can drive Clara's car back, and Clara can drive Trevor's new truck. Marilyn didn't want to deal with it no more.
Yeah.
So they leave, right?
She broke up with him.
No, they get. I'm surprised she didn't,
Right?
because they get back to Trevor's house in Rexburg.
He got a new truck.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a really nice truck.
Yeah.
He got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
What is it?
it's a 2021 or 2022
It's a 20, I think.
or a 20.
He is
Yeah.
making big boy money.
Chevrolet 1500,
Durham.
3.0 Duramax. Little baby
Good for
Duramax.
him.
Little
Yeah,
baby Duramax. It's actually really nice. SLT or sorry,
LTE.
LTZ.
LTZ, yeah.
Yeah.
I call it the Durham Inn.
Yeah, the Durham Inn.
Mini.
Yeah.
But they get back to Trevor's house, and Trevor won't get out of the truck. And then when he finally does, he gets out of the truck and to the ground. And they can't get him back up.
There's a lot of pull on him.
He sleeps.
Gravitationally.
Yeah.
He sleeps in the yard,
They left him there
in the front yard.
all night.
Of
All
his
night.
house?
Yep. And
Where
he,
does he live?
Rexburg.
And he was and he so he was vomiting and rolling into his vomit
Dude,
and felling it. Oh no, he vomited out of his truck and then fell into it.
he's disgusting.
So he was covered in vomit, laying in the front yard.
He's like,
And they didn't go check on him until 9:00 in the morning.
And he was
So
still
guess
there.
Are
and
you
he was
guys
still
telling
there.
me that Trevor's dead?
And so
I wish.
and
Were those phone calls fake?
so
That was
then
his ghost.
and it's Rexburg. What is everyone doing at 9:00 in the morning in Rexburg?
Fucking going to church, boy.
Going to church. These guys are going to church and they see this big dude covered in vomit taking a boozy snooze
boozy snooze.
in the
The
front
thing
yard.
is, if they drove, like knowing they know Trevor's their neighbor, right? Like, I don't think anybody in that neighborhood's shocked.
No, probably not. It's honestly probably not the first time. Oh, dude, I would try and find the video he sent the next morning on Marco Polo, but we send so many that it's going to be buried. But
Yeah.
he gets on Marco Polo and he has a big ass shiner.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
big
that
ass
part.
shiner.
What happened to his eye?
He fell and hit it.
He just hit his face. Yeah, and he was like, didn't he say like he thought it looked sexy or something like that?
No, that was when he got hit with the boards
Oh yeah,
at work and it broke his. I think it broke his. I think it broke his nose.
broke it something. Yeah,
He
'Cause
said
he
it
was-
looks sexy.
Not that shiner. The one before that. He's like, yeah.
oh the
Some
girls.
of all the girls at work say I look good and sexy, and I'm like, Trevor, those are construction girls.
no, that's what I said.
yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
what I was thinking.
Yeah, I was like, you just got told you're good looking by a bunch of trolls. girls out there working the same job as you. I'm sure they're 10s.
They got fucking funguses and shit.
Yeah,
They probably fart out some shit.
probably.
They probably haven't had pipe laid on them in long enough that Trevor, with his fucked up face, is starting to look good.
They're like, wow, that looks handsome.
You know, it'd be cool if we rubbed all of our tits together.
There's so many
Man,
boobs.
Trevor's got 4 nipples.
There's so many.
I didn't know whose boobs I was grabbing. Your boobs or my boobs?
What is that from?
Family Guy.
Family Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Lois got fat. That's right. Yeah.
That's right.
There's so many tits going on right now.
There's so many tits going on right now.
I'm just thinking, say these people didn't know Trevor was that kind of guy.
Yeah.
And they look, and the kid says, Mom, what's wrong with him? And the mom goes, he's disappointing Jesus. That's what's wrong with him.
I like to picture the kid like, Mom, who's that fat fuck out in the front yard? We don't talk to him, sweetie.
He had a little bit too much of Jesus blood.
Oh my god.
Hashtag beached.
Hashtag beached.
Dude.
The picture Marilyn has too is, oh no, it's the picture that
They
Claire
have
had.
pictures? I didn't see
Oh,
pictures.
fuck, I'll have to have it. Clara text it to me.
What are the odds that he farted some shit out?
Pretty good.
Farted some shit. Probably very good. And
Dude,
could
the
you
crazy
imagine-
part is that he stayed asleep for that long. I would have woke up 2 hours later. I don't care how drunk I was.
As long as it was dark, I probably would have slept a good long while.
Especially with the sleep apnea that he for sure had.
Dude, if he would have fallen asleep on his back, he would have been dead.
Because he would have taken a
'cause-
tit into the fucking
Well, you probably would have
larynx.
fucking
Suffocated.
aspirated
Larynx.
on vodka.
On a
That
tit.
too.
On one of his tits.
We're
We're going hard on Trevor. Fuck. I love
Well,
you, Trevor.
that's what happens when you
When
miss a podcast.
Bro,
Yeah.
I got to pee again.
We haven't even mentioned. Well, what time are we at?
We're at an hour on this. on the second part here, so we're sitting at 2 hours. So
Oh,
We're-
okay. We're getting there.
I mean, we're good to end it if you guys are.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we're kind of there. We beat the shit out of Trever, football, everything.
The
Uh-huh.
N-word,
The N-word, yeah.
surprisingly enough.
You got anything else, Dylan?
Yeah.
No, I came in unprepared. I'm just happy to be here.
Sure. Yeah. Well, you know what? It's probably going to be coming up a lot pretty soon because, you know.
Gavin's scheduled to die.
Yeah. Well, and then Trevor's,
Trevor?
never here. Passing out in the yards.
Madalena, she had a wiener.
You know,
I guess
I
she
think I might
was a
adopt what
man.
Tom Segura does
What's that?
when Bert doesn't make a Two Bears podcast.
Oh, yeah. He always says how he
He's getting some kind of medical procedure done, like
bypass or.
or triple-double bypass or
Yeah.
getting his second liver transplant.
Yeah.
Finally had a heart attack, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's finally time. Bert's dead.
Yeah.
Yep.
One of these times, who knows? Probably pretty soon, we're going to be announcing Trevor's death, and it's going to be real.
Yeah. Just bring it to the dark place right at the end.
Yeah.
All right, Blake. Take us home.
All right. Well, thanks for listening to the Easily Offensive podcast. Catch us on all of our socials: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, True Social. Is there another one? Twitter.
Feed Finder.
X. It's on X
Did
now.
anybody ever make a Feed Finder?
Not yet. We're going to revisit that. But, yeah. Anyways, follow us on all
Find
that.
me on OnlyFans.
Yeah, find Dylan on OnlyFans.
Daddy Longlegs.
And thanks for listening to the Easily Offensive podcast. See you next week.
Welcome to the
Red
Kingdom.
Welcome to the Easily Offensive Podcast. If you're out there and you are easily offended, now's your time to leave.
Time for a cool change. I know that it's time for a cool change. And now that my life is so prearranged,